Hello, everybody. Welcome to Nintendo Pow Block here on Boss Network. I'm your host, the enlightened, excited Eddie V. Joining me is my Harveststone Heist, Mr. Corey Dirrig.
Hello, I am Ultra Shredder. Because
yes,
yeah. Hello,
and everybody. Of course, we have to. If we're talking Ninja Turtles, I had to get the one, the only, the Cowabunga collection himself, Mr. LaMont Reed. Hello, good sir.
Hey, it's me, Mikey. Cowabunga dudes. Yes.
Yes, I am your
Welcome.
I'm your tournament fighter of a host this episode, Eddie V, of course, since I just used my basic intro. How are you guys? Lamont, we watched the Summer Game Fest, and that show, as good as it was, there was one particular moment, and we're going to talk about it later on in the show, but there was one particular moment that if y'all thought I had like ice cream, it was hype. Lamont was super hype, and it was amazing. I just don't know. Like Corey, we were hyped for the Cowabunga collection.
I mean, yeah, too. But I was super hyped with this announcement.
Oh yes.
Oh my gosh, I was like, no. So spoilers. We're talking about Ninja Turtles today, guys. Probably half the show is going to be about Ninja Turtles today. No. When this game was announced, they announced that it got delayed, and they were showing Splinter and April as playable characters. What did I say for half that episode, Ed? What did I say?
Casey Jones.
I said, "Where's Casey Jones? Where's Casey Jones?" So, Lamont and we're essentially the same person. we are the same human being.
Yeah.
Yes. Yes, everybody. Casey Jones is in the game. Like we're gonna get into the story a little bit later. But first, as always, we gotta do we gotta get to how was our weekend? Are we ready to say what we played or intros or something? But Lamont, how was your weekend?
My weekend was pretty good. I actually spent some time with Fire Emblem's Three Hopes. I played the demo.
Yes.
For the Switch. It's not bad. It's pretty good. I'm going to definitely get the full version when it comes out.
Yeah, same here.
Yeah. Yeah. Actually, I just heard that the voice actor who voiced Ferdinand on that game just passed away.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. I think yesterday or Saturday.
Yeah.
Sunday.
No, yeah, it was Saturday, I believe. Yeah. I was like, wow, that's pretty sad. I mean, he was only like 35, I believe. He was like 35 years old. And it was weird because I had just added him on Twitter, and I didn't get a chance to send a message or anything, but I noticed like on his feed, he was talking about how he just wasn't feeling well, like throughout his feed, and then after that, it was just
he passed away.
Yeah.
Man, that's so sad.
Yeah.
That's sad. Man.
Corey, how was your weekend?
It was fine. You know, we just kind of hung out, and we went to my daughter's friend's birthday party, and we just kind of hung out and played games. Well, I played games, and I've been working on this big redesign, Ed, because about every year and a half I get the itch to do something different, and so yeah, you're going to be able to see it on the Boss Rush podcast this week. We're rolling that out first, and then I'm going to try to have it ready for Crossroads next week. And then by the time 300 rolls around, that's going to be kind of our big reveal, which I'm excited for.
Yes.
So, yeah, I mean, and then it's funny because the Pow Block ones are actually already done. But I'm saving the redesign for that for our 300th episode, which is in 2 weeks. And I'm quite excited. I don't know about you, Ed, but It's going to be a very exciting episode.
I got the day off. I am ready. I'm going back and forth on this list, everybody, because it's going to be an episode. So you're going to have to tune in.
I really want to tune into this.
Yeah, it's our. I really feel like it's our milestone episode. Like literally, our milestone episode.
Yeah, it's gonna be a good one. It's gonna be different. Just because I think it's just gonna be one of those episodes that Ed and I just turn into Ed and I, and we're going to talk about some revamp of the show, a little bit, not like a big one, right? Not like, we're changing the show forever, but I think we're going to shake some things up. We're going to maybe do a little format editing, not necessarily a overhaul of the format, but just move some things around, maybe play around with some segments. I think we're going to try to introduce a non-Nintendo segment of like one or two stories that might interest us outside of Nintendo. Yes. I will say, get ready for some longer episodes though, because Ed and I like to do that. And since it's kind of us now, which we have some things to say at a later date, but very excited for some of our co-hosts or, so yeah, we'll say some of that for later, but yeah. I'm excited for episode 300. I'm excited for Pow Block. I'm excited for the future of Pow Block and Expansion Pass and Boss Rush. And, we introduced a Boss Rush Extra this morning. Well, Monday, if you were watching this on Wednesday. And I'm excited. I've been working on this big doc for everybody to read because I'm like, you know what? I kind of like think we're ready for like a refresh and a revamp and taking it to the next level type thing. And so I started writing down ideas, and then they started becoming paragraphs, and then paragraphs become pages, and now I'm on like 6 pages of revamps and ideas. And
it's like I tell Corey that, hey, it's our new season. When you're ready to debut our new season,
it's not just a new season, right? Like I think like the website's doing super well.
Yes.
Our podcasts are doing super well. Our Patreon is growing a little bit. And it's just a big fun time, and I can't wait for our kind of revamp and ideas. And yeah, man, I don't want to say that our content's become stale, but I think it's ready for an upgrade, I think is the correct terminology. So yeah, very excited.
All right.
Sorry, that was a long-winded weekend answer, but that's what I did this weekend. I pretty much redesigned all of the Boss Rush podcast, which if you listened to the episode this morning on your podcast feed, you probably saw the new logo, and everybody seemed to be happy with it. So I'm happy with it.
Nice.
Well, for me, I've literally been busy with work.
That's not true. You don't work.
I do work. I gotta buy these Nintendo games. Gotta get these coins.
I know. Oh my gosh, dude, there's so much coming out.
Exactly.
I got an email. I did get the email this week that said, your pre-order for Ninja Turtles has been charged, but you got 10% off because you pre-ordered it. And I'm like, okay, thanks.
Well, definitely.
For
what?
No, what you pre-ordered for? What system?
Oh, Switch.
I couldn't pre-order my Xbox copy.
Well, it's coming to Game Pass though, so like for me, the Xbox version is gonna I will eventually buy it there.
Mm-hmm.
But if it's on Game Pass, I'm gonna wait until the week before it leaves Game Pass because then it's usually like 30% off or something, and then I'll pick it up.
Nice.
So
yeah.
Look, Ninja Turtles is a game that I will own on every platform that I own.
Same.
So I have the Switch version digital, and I got the limited run, the $64.99 copy. I think it is. It's like the box. No, that's the one that I ordered. So
I'm gonna get that one too. Yeah,
I won't see that till next year. So I'll be fine with that.
Yeah.
Because we know how limited run is.
How's limited run?
Snack,
I don't know.
You snag your copy and you don't get it to like 8 months after you buy it.
Wow.
After the game been out.
Yeah.
Heck, shoot, the deal when I got my Switch version of Streets of Rage 4, the DLC version, the Mr. Nightmare X version was out. I'm like, dang. Like, it's been a whole year. I was like, you know what? Let me just buy this game on Switch. So
that's funny.
But I did, man. I've been working like crazy this weekend. I was still able to see like Summer Game Fest that I did with you, LaMont. I did get to see like the Wholesome Direct, which, man, that Wholesome Direct was good. I did get to check out the Xbox conference also. The only two that I need to watch is the Tribeca games and the PC one, PC gaming show. I want to check that out. But man, yeah, we kind of had a scheduling shift and some things. So like right now, I'm temporarily somewhat as part of being a store manager, like running the show.
Good.
So a lot of stuff, you know, is going on. I'm on call for a lot of things.
Ed's important now, guys. Watch out. Ed's making the big decisions.
Yeah, I'm on call. I'm learning some things, and shoot, if they feel like they want to move me to like a official store manager, I don't know. I'll see how it goes. I may take it, but who knows? We'll see in the future how things go. But yeah, I'm literally busy writing a lot of the recaps. So I do apologize to people if you haven't been able to see a lot of the recaps. And you may feel like some of the news is old and stuff, but I'm working diligently hard to get them written and out. Thank you, LaMont, for the playlist for the Summer Game Fest. That was really helpful for me.
Sure, yeah. If I can help, anyway, I'd love to.
Thank you.
Definitely, yeah.
Yeah, and just getting ready for the summer and preparing for the future for a lot of stuff. So I'm excited for that, and getting ready for our Pride panel this Saturday. It's going to be a good one. I can't wait for my guests to come on and have a really fun time with that recording. So, but before we go on, Corey, we got some Patreons to shout out.
We absolutely do. Good thing I opened it right away so I wouldn't forget. Right, Ed?
Yes.
Right? That's how we normally do that, is talk about our patrons. I already opened the window, I promise. Maybe I didn't. I lied. I did not. So you can support Nintendo Pow Block, the Boss Rush podcast, and our other content if you head on over to patreon.com/Boss Rush Network. For just $1, you get Expansion Pass 1 week early, the Boss Rush podcast 1 week early, Standard Definition 2 weeks early, and Boss Rush After Dark 2 weeks early. But if you want to become a Patreon producer, you can subscribe at the $5 tier. What does that get you? It gets you all of those previous shows I mentioned early as well. But it also gets your name shouted out on this here program. So without further ado, here are our Patreon producers for this episode. Quentin Jackson, Rebecca Jewell, Adriel Munger, and my wife, Sana Dirrig. I want to thank all of our patrons, all of our Patreon producers, and all of our free listeners as well. Remember, all of our content continues to be free right now. And, just patrons get a couple bonuses here. But all of our content right now remains to be free.
Yes.
So thank you, everyone. Leave us a nice rating on iTunes or Spotify if you listen there, if you're free. That also helps us a lot. Please.
Yes.
Please leave 5-star rating.
Well, everybody, you know what time it is. It's time for Snacktendo! And I'm going to actually start the Snacktendo. So, I picked up the Dr. Pepper Dark Berry. I was able to find a 20 ounce at my local gas station. It got Jurassic Park on it. And I could honestly say this: berry and Dr. Pepper do not match at all. And I think it's because I was drinking it and I'm like, okay, I could taste a little bit of the berry, but then it just ends up being Dr. Pepper. And I think even with sometimes I could taste a little the cherry one. The cherry got a good flavor with that cherry Dr. Pepper, but it's like I think Dr. Pepper, the flavor is so strong. I don't know what it is. It overpowers everything else. So anything that's added onto it, I'm just like, I can't taste it because this Dr. Pepper is strong. Besides the cream, I think vanilla cream or cream float, whatever it is for the Dr. Pepper, I could taste that one, and that one is fine. But like berries and fruit stuff, no, I just can't taste it. I literally cannot taste it. Got me some Arby's for dinner tonight.
You know what I like about Arby's, Ed? I haven't been to Arby's in a while because there's not really one around here. I mean, there is, but it's like way further down the road than the rest of the stuff. So you just like, I don't really want to drive that far. You know, it's one of those. It's like close enough to realistically you could go there, but far enough away to be like, I don't really feel like driving. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But I love an Arby's. I like to get the giant sandwiches, like the roast beef giants, and just smother it in horsey sauce to the point where like it burns your entire mouth and your nose when you take a bite. and then what I do is I get the large order of potato pancakes and I also drench them in horsey sauce. So that
really?
Yeah, dude, I love horsey sauce. It's so good. Horsey sauce, like I don't like the Arby's sauce. I don't like the other stuff that they put out there. Arby's sauce, though. I could drink Arby's sauce, or I could drink horsey sauce.
Wow.
I mean, I wouldn't because that's gross, and I understand that it's gross, but I smother everything in Arby's and horsey sauce, and it tastes so good. Oh, I love it.
That sauce, when it soaks up in their buns.
Well, you know what you do, Ed? You know what you do? It's a process, but you take the roast beef off the sandwich, right? You put 1.5 packs on one side of the bun and 1.5 packs on the other side of the bun. And then what you do is take the roast beef, you split it in half, you put half on one side and half on the other, and then you flip the roast beef so you get full coverage of horsey sauce. Okay, so your roast beef basically looks white. So good. Oh, I can feel the burn in my nose right now. It's so good.
I can feel the burn in my nose right now.
Yeah.
I have a feeling you sneaking onto Arby's one day. You just going to get the strip. You're gonna talk to me. Don't
tempt me. I got a coupon in the mail today for 4 for $10. Okay, don't tempt me.
Corey, you would be at Arby's tomorrow. I will see you at 5:00. Getting a phone call while you in the drive-through line, getting some Arby's before you go home.
Yeah, I just need someone to try that burger that they have there in Arby's.
No, I don't go to look. Arby's, you go to Arby's for the roast beef, okay? I know they tried their fancy sandwiches and their Reubens and their turkey. No.
They got the Wagyu or
no. I think it's Wagyu or something.
Yeah.
And I understand people like the beef and cheddar. You got to get the cheddar. No cheese. No cheese on the sandwich. None.
You mean on the roast beef or
none. No cheese for
me. I don't think they even add cheese.
Yeah, I'm kind of with you on that one. I think I like the barbecue. I like some barbecue sauce on my roast beef.
Yeah, I mean, I'm just like, man, I understand like the beef and cheddar is a thing, and like if I want it, that's a very specific taste. But probably 95% of the time, I will not get the cheddar. I want the pureness of the roast beef mixed with the horsey sauce mixed with the bun.
Can you just order it with just like a roast beef sandwich?
That's what I'm talking about. Yeah.
Look, my grandpa used to. Back in the 80s, Arby's was the spot that we would go to before we hit Chicago. We didn't hit McDonald's, we would hit Arby's. Because their sandwiches was cheap around that time. I think the Arby's sandwiches was like about maybe $2 around that time. And so he had a good retirement check. So we would get like six Arby burgers in our, for us to take when we go down there, because he's feeding all the grandkids. When we get to Chicago and all that Arby's is gone, we was here in the White Castle. We will only do White Castle in Chicago. But I did get some cookies and cream Ben and Jerry's, or milk and cookies for Ben and Jerry's. I did get the Kit Kat blueberry, but I haven't tasted it yet. It's still in its packaging, and I'm excited to try it. Last but not least, everybody, I broke down Saturday and just like, screw it, I need to get my favorite cereal. I was in the grocery store getting some Honey Nut Cheerios, a family pack.
Ooh. The way you said that. First of all, the way you said that, I thought it was going to be something big. Then you're like, I got to get my favorite cereal. I'm like, okay, cereal, whatever. Probably like some, Oops All Berries, or some, the Oreo O's or the Cookie Crisps or something really weak, crazy. Honey Nut Cheerios, dude. Come on.
Yes.
My dad eats those.
Dude, this is the family pack for was $3.40. Dude, the family pack is on sale for $3.49. It was half price in a smarter box.
Dad.
Corey, I love Honey Nut Cheerios.
I know, but it's just the way you set up the story was so...
Yeah.
Everybody who has watched the show, to all you newcomers who are watching Nintendo Pow Block, thank you for finding us. Thank you for the listens. Give us some love. Give us a ratings. And if you feel like supporting us, join us on Patreon. Go to boxfish.net. You'll be able to unplug it away. But yes, Honey Nut Cheerios is my favorite cereal. My number one cereal.
My gosh.
And when I went to the grocery store, I was like, okay, I'll get a small box. This thing is $5.99. Okay. The family box, $3.49. Wait a minute. This doesn't make no sense. Snatched up, walked to go get my 2% milk, grab some other stuff, and then got on to put it, went to self-checkout, checked myself out, and took my tail to my car and drove home. Got home, got home, pulled the bowl, and already made one. Like, I can max some Honey Nut Cheerios. My mom and nephew ate my whole box. she told me that, hey, I got to replace this.
Ed, I forgot to tell you. I forgot to tell you what I had for snack.
Go ahead, Corey. It's your turn for snack today.
Oh yeah, I didn't go yet. You went first. Never mind. I'm sorry. I apologize. I thought for some reason I thought I went already, and then I got confused. I'm all over the place today.
We got talking about Arby's roast beef, and I may have to look. Let me tell you, LaMont and the viewers and listeners, Corey has put me on. So Chick-fil-A, and everybody knows the story with me and Chick-fil-A and how.
Oh, you mean when you got the grilled chicken sandwich at Chick-fil-A?
Yes, I get the grilled chicken. Don't you smile over there? He told me to get what was the thing, Corey? The spicy chicken.
The spicy chicken is the only correct answer.
The spicy chicken with the Chick-fil-A sauce.
Yeah.
So I got that. That's good. I enjoyed it. I think it's fire. I love it. It is spicy, makes my nose run, makes me tear up sometimes because I can't do spice. But the spicy chicken gave it some kick because Chick-fil-A chicken is a little bit dry.
And it is not. What Chick-fil-A are you going to?
Dude, my black senses when it comes to chicken comes out.
Oh,
and
well, okay.
And if you know it don't have no season, my black tail would say, baby, this is not working. The spicy chicken, though, is on point.
Not to sound like a racist or anything, but I don't eat a lot of fried chicken. So Chick-fil-A is about as far as I go for fried chicken, okay?
LaMont just look, you just like, I can't believe you just said that.
No, I mean, for me, Chick-fil-A has the best chicken nuggets.
Oh, yeah.
hands down. It's got the. You know what? We're talking about Chick-fil-A. I just tried their mac and cheese for the first time.
Oh yeah, how's that?
Yeah, it's pretty good. It's got the baked layer of cheese right on top with little breadcrumbs. Like a lot of times I'll cut up some of the chicken nuggets and then like just mix it in there. It's so good. It really is.
I love it.
Does it give?
I should get that now.
Hold on. Does it give KFC a run for their money for their mac and cheese? Because KFC.
Yeah, I have. I'm going to say yes. Yes.
I was about to say, if you ain't had KFC mac and cheese, we're going to have a discussion after this episode.
I don't think I've ever had KFC mac and cheese, but also I don't even remember the last time I ate at KFC, to be 100% honest.
Yeah.
I don't either, to be honest with you.
Yeah, I mean, there's so many better chicken places out there. It's just like, for me,
the audacity.
Oh, okay. I mean, look, I don't like the bucket of fried chicken, that kind of chicken. I don't.
Oh yeah.
I want it boneless. I want it like,
you can get it boneless at KFC.
I want like chicken fingers. I know that, but like I'm not going out of my way. I'm going to Wendy's or Chick-fil-A or Also, I realize on the show I'm going to get a lot of hate for eating at Chick-fil-A. Okay, I don't care. Okay, sorry. I support all the communities that Chick-fil-A is against.
Oh, yeah.
But their sandwiches are delicious. Okay, so.
No, they are. Yeah. Oh. Yeah, I really love their sandwich, especially like the chicken sandwich with the pepper jack. It's good.
Yeah.
You have a favorite chicken place, Corey?
Yeah, Chick-fil-A.
So I mean, that's your.
Yeah, I'm not like a big like. I'm really weird when it comes to eating meat.
Yeah,
I don't.
That way myself.
Like, I really don't eat a lot of red meat, like at all.
That's good.
Mostly because like, not to get too dark for a second, but like my family has a history of heart disease, and like my dad, like they told him not to eat a lot of red meat because it really affects the heart. And so like I've always just kind of stayed away unless it's like a junior bacon cheeseburger from Wendy's. Okay, that's not real red meat. That's like plastic meat. Okay, but like
hold on. I love how how he get on me, LaMont. I love how he just became twister and tongue twist that whole lot. He's just like, well, yeah, I don't eat a whole lot of meat, but it's bacon cheeseburger deluxe at Wendy's. Like,
look, no, I'm saying like when people talk about red meat, I'm talking about like steak or fillets and like gourmet burgers. Like, dude, come on, junior bacon cheeseburger. It doesn't matter what that's made out of. It's gonna
is top tier. It is top tier. I'm not gonna lie.
It's gonna kill you anyway. So I mean, I might as well just eat it. So, but I when it comes to like chicken or turkey or something, it's got to be like I don't eat things when they're still on the bone. Like I don't like rotisserie. I don't eat a lot of rotisserie chicken. I don't eat like wings. Like they got to be bone. I prefer boneless.
I do too. Yeah, I'm the same way.
So I will say I will like some we have a store called Jewel, and they got some bomb honey barbecue chicken wings with the bone, and I become a Southerner from Mississippi, and be saying ain't and y'all and the ice needs and cornbread and stuff like that. I turn dark black. Wow. I could when I eat some of that chicken. But Corey,
yeah,
what have you been snacking on?
Okay, so Ed, guess what I got this weekend? Guess what I got this weekend for the first time in a while?
What you get?
My Casa del Rio burrito.
Yes.
I got extra.
Wow.
I got extra. Wow. I got extra cheese. I got extra habanero salsa. Yes. I got that chicken and grilled onions and jalapenos and that Mexican rice. Oh, it's like God. It's like they get me. They get me. They understand. Okay, they just get me. It's a burrito, man.
This this is the Corey gets me sometimes because I'll be at work and I'll have like some raggedy lunch that I don't care for, and he'll send me a picture of that bomb burrito, and I'll be here just like, I know you eat this. I'll be ready to get burritos because it be looking fat and juicy and good.
Yes, I'm just saying it's really good.
That sounds good.
Yeah. So yeah, I had that, and my wife got these like thick hint of lime chips.
Ooh.
And she bought every week she buys me like this specialty dip from Aldi, and I eat it in like a day and a half. Like, it's so good. I'll eat the whole container in like the weekend before the weekend even ends. There's some in my fridge now, and it's because I held back, and I was like, I gotta save some. But man, it's like the street corn dip.
Oh, yeah.
So like she bought the hint of lime chips with the street corn dip, and oh my gosh, man, with that paired with the burrito that I ate, it was the perfect meal, man. It was so good.
Yeah, live chips has become like the thing now.
Yeah. Well, they've been around for a while for me, but like,
yeah,
I just, I mean, like a lot of the times, like Aldi doesn't have them, so we just get the regular ones or the scoops or whatever. But I forget if her or her mom went to like a specialty store and she ended up getting her mom ended up getting them and not wanting them or not liking them. So Sana brought them home for me. Well, for all of us, but let's face it, for me. Man. So good, man. So good. I love Mexican food, man. I love tacos, I love burritos, I love quesadillas, and I realize like 90% of it is like American Mexican food, but I don't care. It's just like,
you shouldn't have to care.
It's comforting. Yeah. Comforting food.
Shouldn't have to guess, it's good.
It's so
good.
See,
Corey loves that spice. He loves that heat.
I do. I love, like, dude, mixing the habanero salsa with the grilled jalapenos on that burrito, so good. And like, I used to get sour cream on it. I'm not like the biggest sour cream person, but I used to get sour cream on it to try to cut it a little bit. And I was like, no, I want this dry heat in my mouth. You know what I mean? It's just it's so good. So good.
I'm thinking did the sweet corn dip kind of replace the sour cream for you?
Well, the dip didn't go in the burrito. The dip is just for me to dip my chips in.
Oh yeah, but I didn't know if you was just like took a bite of the
No, because the dip is also spicy.
Oh, well, of course. But I'm thinking of like you took a bite of the burrito and then like had your chip and dip and then ate it that way. Like it's kind of like a sandwich in a sense for some people, but you just did it separately.
Oh yeah, just separate, man. It's so good. I wish, man, I don't even know what else to say, man. It was really good. And I just need everybody to experience Casa del Rio. I've turned a lot of people on to it from work, and they all really like. It's so magical. It's a magical place. Everybody should.
I don't know if I have one near here.
Well, that's the thing. It's like a local chain. So
yeah, it's on our. When I come to visit Ohio again, when I come to visit Corey, just gotta wait for when I can come. That's on our list to go visit.
You're not allowed here anymore, Ed.
Yes, I am. Because he knows I'm going to buy him the burrito. I'm just like, okay, get what you want. I know what you want, but get what you want.
Yeah.
Oh, it's so good, man.
And I'll get the burrito, but I get the reduced heat version of it.
It's so good, man. You can get it with like mild taco salsa, which is fine. But you can get taco salsa anywhere.
I already know that if I get the same thing as Corey, he's gonna videotape me because I'm gonna be running around like Charmander with fire coming out my mouth, and he's just gonna be in the back laughing.
I mean, yes. Yeah.
LaMont, what have you been snacking on?
right before this this show, I went to you guys have a Sugar Fire barbecue place around? I guess it's just in St. Louis. They have this brisket Philly. It's like a loaf. The bread is grilled, and it's got peppers, onions, and cheese. And we're over here talking about the dangers of meat, and I'm like, oh crap, I've already eaten this brisket. Oh, I'll just walk it all off, or whatever. I don't know. But anyway, it was super good. It's one of my favorite sandwiches there.
Nice.
But yeah. Oh, also, I found a strawberry dark chocolate Kit Kat.
Yes.
And I forgot to take a picture and show you. I was like, oh man, Ed, I found this, and it's my first time I ever saw it, and it was pretty good.
So I talked about it in February because we got it for Valentine's, and
I remember
it's literally a top tier Kit Kat that at a point in time when it first came out, the boxes were disappearing. Hershey had to send us a lot because it was gone. Even the king size Kit Kat bars of that flavor were gone.
Yeah, king size of oh man.
Yeah,
wow.
they got king size of it. Yeah.
Woo. Yeah, I even tried the key lime one.
That's the one.
That's probably my favorite.
The key lime. I like the mint one that tastes like it's the mint flavor with the dark chocolate. Kit Kat's dark chocolate is not bad when it's mixed with those other flavors.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. That was pretty much what I've snacked on. Well, it was pretty good.
All right. Well, time for Question and Block. Corey.
Man, that was a long Snacktundo segment. So you can tweet at Pow Block Podcast or email the show at nintendopowblock@gmail.com for us to answer your question here on air. We have 2 questions tonight, gentlemen. Our first question comes from Josh Martinez. He says, he asked, why was the GameCube a flop at the time and why is it viewed differently? Personally, it's my favorite console behind the Switch. I just never got the hate for it back in the day. I think that the GameCube, I don't think it got hate back in the day. I just think that, that the PlayStation 2 was such a juggernaut of a console. And a lot of people back then only really had one console at a time, right? One or two, right? And so I think that the GameCube just got left behind because they didn't have the DVD player in it, right? Because the Xbox also had a DVD player in it as well. And that was the big tech at the time, and Nintendo wanted you to focus on their games, and they didn't have widescreen support. They didn't have internet support, which was growing at the time, not huge, but I think that Nintendo fans love the GameCube. I think it's a similar reason to the Wii U actually, is like they had great games, and they had a lot of people who bought it had a lot of fun with it, but I think in the grand scheme of things, the hardware just wasn't sufficient enough for people to do other things with it, because that was at a time when people started doing other things with their consoles. The PS2 launched with a browser. The GameCube launched with the browser as well, right? Where you can kind of go through a menu system and check your memory cards and whatever. And I just think the whole DVD craze is kind of what killed Nintendo. Also with like the previous generation, like we all love the Nintendo 64, but in all reality, the PlayStation steamrolled the Nintendo 64 in terms of sales, right? Like 4-1, 5-1. And I think people had been invested in PlayStation. And so like with the PlayStation's promise of more quote unquote mature games, playing discs, which made the games cheaper, right? Because that was the Nintendo 64's problem. The cartridges were so expensive. I remember seeing Tony Hawk's Pro Skater for $99.99, and I was like, man, that's so ridiculous. So like that transition, plus the PlayStation 2 was backwards compatible with the original PlayStation.
You're right.
So that entire kind of grouping of ideas, I think, made the PlayStation 2 just overpower the GameCube and any. Plus, it was out a year earlier, too.
Yeah.
And yeah, I mean, the GameCube was a great console, but I think in terms of feature sets and its ability to kind of keep up with the PlayStation 2 was just that was it, you know. So
plus, you know, adding it to Microsoft, EGM did a cover story. It was on the cover they had where the middle part where the circles were at. They had one side Xbox, one side Nintendo, and for most of EGM, they went with Xbox over GameCube. And so, and it was always in the idea for a lot of people that Nintendo was just too kid friendly and everything. So people thought their games were so kiddie, and you know, Microsoft really, you know, had Halo. And the Halo was their leading game for that platform. You know, when it came to console first person shooters and doing online and LAN parties and stuff, Halo was the game to get that everybody was playing. So but Nintendo with the GameCube, you know, all of theirs was just like, okay, yeah, we don't have online functionality because we got these 4 ports. You know, everybody played dead. And so people just had a different vision of Nintendo. They still were kids. It's looked so differently now because when you look at it, Nintendo had the Wavebird, they had the Game Boy Advance. Their first party lineup still to this very day on GameCube. It's the most games that everybody talk about and want. Anytime we talk about a Zelda discussion, it's Wind Waker, it's Twilight Princess. It's when everybody's clamoring for a Paper Mario Thousand Year Door. You know, people are, you know, yes, we got Super Mario Sunshine and whatever you feel about that, that's fine. But when it comes to horror games, Eternal Darkness, like GameCube, Nintendo's first party on GameCube is such a strong lineup to this very day. You barely hear anyone talking about Xbox and PlayStation 2 games during that era of games.
Well, to be fair, nobody's talking about original Xbox games back then either. It was Halo or nothing, right? I mean, for Xbox, I think like the 3 major games for them were Knights of the Old Republic, Fable, and Halo. Those are the 3 games that came out of that generation that are still sort of kind of exist today. You know, everything else was like for Xbox. The 360 is kind of what made the Xbox what Xbox is today, right? And you know, PlayStation is just a behemoth of a brand, and they still are. You know, I mean, you look at the PlayStation 5. It's the fastest selling PlayStation console to date at this time, right? With 21 million units sold, I think. And that's with supply shortages, you know, like that's insane that a console that was born out of the defiance of Nintendo has just overpowered the gaming industry, you know, and obviously like after the GameCube, Nintendo took that turn and said, we have to take a different approach or we're going to fail, you know? And that's how the DS was born. That's how the Wii was born. You know, the 3DS and the Wii U to a lesser extent, right? But still, they tried something new and unique. And obviously the Switch is everything they've always tried to do since the Super Nintendo, right? With the Super Game Boy. Play your handheld games on TV or take your console games with you. And you know, I know we're talking about the GameCube here, and that's like the one console that everybody's clamoring for Switch Online, right? Is the GameCube and the Game Boy Advance, that whole generation.
Right.
You
gotta. Oh, go ahead, Corey.
Oh, I was just gonna say, like, and you even look at the games, the franchises there that started that are still going or made an impact because they changed it up, right? Like Luigi's Mansion, Pikmin, Metroid Prime, Smash Brothers, right? You look at those franchises and man, look at the difference the GameCube versions of those franchises made to the point where they're still going. You know,
Right.
who thought we were going to get a Luigi's Mansion 3? You know, who thought like Metroid Prime would still be in the conversation with the rumor of the Metroid Prime remake or or Metroid Prime 4 coming probably in sometime this decade.
Smash Bros. Melee alone has been played in tournaments at EVO for years. And
don't tell Nintendo that.
Right. And regardless of what people think about it, it's just like the GameCube had so many games. You had Metal Gear Twin Snakes, you had Beautiful Joe, you had Killer 7, you had Resident Evil 4. A lot of those games birthed a lot of generation, a lot of genres and new game modes that people play today. You know, you didn't see GameCube was the system that was so experimental. People didn't know nothing about the Tales game to Tales of Symphonia. And that been out in Japan on the Super Famicom for years. You know, their GameCube has so much memories, like even Ikaruga, game from Treasure and everything. Like Alien Hominid was a Flash game. And now look at how far they came from. You know, whatever. They got Castle Crashers and stuff. Oh, go ahead.
No, I was going to bring up Castle Crashers. I was say, look where the behemoth is now. Is Castle Crashers just totally made them?
Right, and like playing games wirelessly. You know, it was always someone in the bathroom with their underwear down on an ad, and the GameCube was far away, and people were playing it. Like that was a big thing for the Wavebird, because look how we game now. We game wirelessly on different platforms, and Nintendo was kind of the biggest one to do it. When I talk about that Game Boy Advance, the GBA adapter, I'm like, man, just like the Super Nintendo Game Boy Advance on the Super Nintendo, people were buying more Game Boy Advance games, not only to play on their system, but to play it on their TV. You know, all you needed to have was that little mini disc, and that was it.
Like, I think, I mean, ultimately too, I think what hurt GameCube also is the mini discs, because like they were so concerned with pirating and so concerned with, you know, people stealing their games, which is ultimately why they went with the cartridges on N64 in the first place, right? Was because they were so concerned about pirates. And you saw how easy PS1 and ultimately the death of the Dreamcast came because of the pirating, you know? And so that's how, you know, that's why Nintendo made these weird decisions. That's why you feel a Wii or a Wii U disc like it's a different disc than a DVD or a Blu-ray, because Nintendo is so afraid of pirating. Now, obviously, people found ways around it, and you see the Dolphin emulator or the CMU emulator, which is running at 4K with ray tracing and 120 frames a second and all these crazy features, right? And you see Breath of the Wild in that engine, you're like, oh my gosh, this makes my Switch version look like garbage. But you know, the game, people want GameCube, and they will do anything they can to get those GameCube games, because they realized, oh, Wind Waker is not a kid's game. Wind Waker is a fun Zelda game. Oh, you know, Mario Sunshine, you know, maybe not a great Mario game, but totally you can see where Splatoon came from, right? And you know, it's just the GameCube spawned so many cool and unique things that you kind of look at it and you're like, these are great first steps. And then you see the next iterations and you're like, okay, they're fleshing out these great ideas, or maybe this idea didn't work in this game, but it totally works in this game. And I think that's what makes the GameCube special. It's not that the games are particularly better than any other generation of Nintendo console, right? I would argue that they aren't, but Nintendo had their back against the wall creatively, and they were trying new and unique things. And I think Nintendo is at their best when their back is against the wall, right? You see the games that came out midway through the GameCube's life. You see what they ultimately did with the Wii, and look how creative Nintendo got. You know?
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
So, and I think the GameCube era is the time Iwata came into play.
The GameCube, yes, he started during the GameCube because that's when the DS came out, and that was his kind of first major
thing.
Yeah. And then Reggie pulled it out of his pocket because he's Reggie. He was like, "Wow, DS."
Yeah.
Ugly, fat DS.
Oh, wow. I didn't know what that is.
And then a year later, we got the Light, which was immaculate in design.
Exactly. Like if people say it was a makeup case of electronics.
Gosh, dude. Can we talk about the DS Lite for a second? How just beautiful that console was. Like the white console, I carried around like a little cloth to keep my white DS clean. And man, dude, I played so many Game Boy Advance games on that thing.
I did too. But like, I had a huge Game Boy Advance library, and I played most of that on my DS.
Yeah, and I think the cool thing about the DS also is like when you put the Game Boy Advance game in the bottom, like if you went into the settings, you could choose to play it on the top screen instead of the bottom screen. And I thought, like, for some reason, I thought that was the coolest feature because I didn't have to hold it like this. I could hold it at like a normal human's hand placement.
Where till we get to standard definition about the DS?
Oh man,
that's going to be an episode because man, Hotel Dusk, turning the DS to the side to read it like a book, and some puzzles or some games make you close the claps at the top of it and then open it up and it did something. Like you had two pieces of bread, one had jelly on it, you'll close it, and then when you lift it up, both sides have jelly. Like the DS is oh yeah.
Or like Zelda when you had to like close it to flip the puzzle, right? Like you had to actually close it to solve puzzles and stuff. I gotta tell you, I never had so much fun with a game that I did with Brain Age, right? Like you said, you were holding it sideways and like you had to do like the math problem super quick, and it like told you were an idiot if you didn't get like all the people across the screen because your math wasn't fast. Oh my gosh, it's so
just think about it. On the DS, there were games for $20, like Brain Age from Nintendo.
Yeah,
that was selling like hotcakes. A lot of people don't realize that, and we're gonna get onto the second question. So sorry, LaMont. We'll let you answer real quick. But people don't realize that with the DS, Majesco was about to go out of business. And Cooking Mama came out for DS, and that was $20. That game saved Majesco from going out of business
for like a year.
Wow.
Majesco still went out of business, I think, at some point.
I thought
at some point they did. I mean, that game saved them for a little bit, but probably because they. What? Sorry, go ahead. Sorry.
Oh no, I was gonna say you don't really see their any games with Majesco anymore.
Yeah, I mean, don't get me wrong. Mr. Mosquito, I'm sure was a smash hit for them, but
oh wow. So, any thoughts for the GameCube, Lamont? I'm sorry, we didn't.
Oh no. I was pretty much on board with you guys was saying. I enjoyed my favorite game for a GameCube of all time was 1,000 Year Door.
Yeah.
I mean, I remember spending hours on that, and I was just blown away. I was going to try. I remember watching someone play. Oh my gosh, what was that? Donkey Kong Jungle Beat.
Oh yeah, with the bongos.
Yeah, with the bongos.
Yeah. I was like, man, this actually looks interesting.
Well, I have 3 sets of bongos if you ever want to try it.
Really?
So it's so bad you do not want to play those games. Yeah.
Oh. So those were like I think like $80 at GameStop at one point.
Yeah, I found them.
I never did get it.
My cousin and I used to go classic game shopping, mostly for him to like sell on eBay, but I would go and like find stuff to collect, and I found Donkey Konga, Donkey Konga 2, and Donkey Kong's Jungle Beat all complete in box for $10 a piece at a Kmart.
Nice.
Oh.
Yeah, it was cool. Not really. I mean, it's Donkey Kong Jungle Beat, and I was in a Kmart, but I mean, you know,
hey, you get what you can take.
It's fair.
So, All right, back to you, Corey.
Oh yeah, we're still answering questions, aren't we? Oh geez, we
are having a good discussion.
I mean, yeah, we're just all over the place here. Our next question comes from David Lasby, our editor-in-chief over on bossrush.net. Check out the website. It's a good time. David asks, who is your favorite Ninja Turtle and why is it Donatello? Okay. First of all, Leonardo is the best Ninja Turtle. Okay. But if we are playing the original Ninja Turtles game on NES or any of the Super Nintendo games, Donatello is the best because he has the reach with his bow staff. It's the easiest to throw people against the screen.
He's literally the most powerful person in that game.
He's the best. So also, like when you turn him into comic mode, he like has this really cool dark brown color within like the mask changes color slightly and it looks super cool.
Yeah.
So Donatello, yes. Video games, Donatello. Personal, Leonardo.
So I answered this on Twitter already, but definitely for me it's Raphael. And I mentioned, he kind of hot tempered. He just like Aries when they're like when they're at the level 10 and higher, and they're pissed off. And we will hold a grudge sometimes, and we will be on that level. So, but like game wise, I love Leonardo, Michelangelo, and Donatello. I could just run through Turtles of Time and Hyperstorm Heist with any of them at all times. But I kind of started realizing that I feel like Raphael gives me a challenge because he's speedy. He's the fast one. So I was just like, okay, I could use the speed to his advantage over his strength. Because the thing definitely with Turtles in Time, since there's 3 points every time you throw them, I was like, when I was playing with someone else, before they could even destroy him, I was throwing them out the screen with Raphael. So I was getting my points up. So by the time they hit like 50, I was already at like 85.
See, I always thought they portrayed Raph as the strong one, especially in like the movies and the cartoons. He's definitely the strong one, right? I mean, yeah, yes. I don't know. That always rubbed me the wrong way that in the games he was the fast one, but in everything, every other medium, he's the strong one. He's the biggest. He's the most aggressive. Like I don't know. Video game turtle canon is not true canon. Okay.
Yeah. Konami had a certain way that they did their beat 'em ups. So like you would see someone balanced, someone weak in this spot but stronger in here. Because that's why everybody was going for Bart in The Simpsons instead of playing like as Marge. Because Marge had the vacuum cleaner. So she was kind of like the Donatello in a sense. If you think about it. Lisa was kind of like, in a way, well, I think Bart was kind of March was the Donatello. Lisa, I think, was the Michelangelo. Homer was supposed to be the Leonardo of it. And Bart was like the Raphael in a sense. Like they had their stats and everything, in a sense. So like Konami had their reasons for their beat 'em ups and stuff. But who is your favorite turtle, LaMont?
So I also said this. So when I was little, Michelangelo was my favorite as far as cartoons and everything. Because he was just funny. He was funny to me. But then Raphael was too because he was cracking jokes. And then I went back then my former brother-in-law took me and my brother to see the very first Ninja Turtle movie.
Yeah.
Oh, you haven't seen our commentary episode, haven't you?
No. Oh, we got a commentary.
We're gonna
Yes.
we're gonna do another one soon.
Okay.
Yes.
I gotta be there because.
Well, LaMont, when we do the Ninja Turtle movies, I think for standard def, I think you'll probably be our special guest on that one.
Yeah.
Perfect.
Can't think of anybody
Perfect.
better to talk about Ninja Turtles, so let's be honest.
Yes, thank you. Yeah, because when I got there and I first heard Ralph curse, I was just like, oh, ooh, and I was like, is Raphael really this way? I didn't know. I really didn't know because I didn't read the comics or anything.
Mm-hmm.
But then, like, as I gotten older, like, well, okay, I can see why Ralph is this, in this way. And I was just like you, Ed, on the Super Nintendo, he's the fastest. So I would always end up choosing Raphael or Leonardo because he was the most balanced. Michelangelo was funny because have you ever played? Well, I'm sure you have. You played the Super Nintendo Tournament Fighter one.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
And Michelangelo, to me, had the best
moveset.
Move.
Yeah. He would run and start doing this combo on you. And then, like, when he ended it, he would jump up like he's doing a dragon punch from Street Fighter. But he was just like, pop, 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 and hit you up. Yeah.
Yeah, you couldn't stop it. You couldn't block it. It was just, it was it. It was it,
You jump in, low kick, or you hit Y with your low duck for the nunchucks, and then you would get stronger if they block. So your bar will go up. So what you would try to do is you would jump kick in, get down low, hit them with the nunchuck for the low nunchuck 3 times, and then dragon punch them with the nunchuck. So you get like about 7 hits, but your barber would keep filling. So while they're losing, while they're doing all the blocking, you got it all saved up. So now all you got to do is just time. Once their energy is like blinking and you get an opening, bam, you do your special. You kill them.
Yeah.
Wow.
Everybody will see when I play tournament, because I'm getting a tournament. I get a collection for Switch and Xbox, and I'm going to try to stream it on Xbox. I'm gonna get it for PlayStation also, so I can stream it on YouTube so people can see what I mean.
I need to get that on PlayStation 2. I'm glad you said that. I forgot to do that.
So, what's everybody's status on Turtles on Friday? I'm assuming everybody's getting it, but what consoles is everybody getting it for initially?
So I know I'm getting it on Switch. Corey, you got it on Switch. LaMont, you're getting it on Switch, I believe.
Yeah, I'm getting Switch, and then I'm also going to purchase the digital for PlayStation on Friday.
Are you doing digital on Switch?
Uh-huh. Yep,
Okay.
I've already pre-ordered on Switch, and then I'm going to buy the physical on Friday too.
Okay, so David got it on Switch.
We gotta. My thing is like I want to try to get the 6-player local co-op game going.
Yeah,
and I'm just trying to get a feel of like, okay, well, who's getting it for Switch? I call Leonardo, by the way. I'm calling Leonardo right now.
Oh, that's cool. That's cool. Because, well, I will tell you this. Leonardo really is the most balanced.
Yeah.
Which we might as well get into it. Everybody, LaMont got to try the demo of the Ninja Turtles. Break it down.
Oh, right, because you played it at PAX.
Yeah.
It
was when we were playing it was on the Xbox. Controls felt like butter. It was so smooth. And Leonardo, because it's been a while since I played a Ninja Turtle game. So of course I was getting my butt kicked. But I ended up coming up with a combo with Leonardo where you get like 3 hits and then do like a backflip. I'm sorry, not backflip, a forward flip, and then get a couple more hits. And I love how like once you knock a foot off, you can still like chain it with a couple of more hits as they're falling to the ground. It's so awesome. Yeah, I didn't get a chance to really try anybody else, so I don't know. But I had Leonardo, and the guy who was playing with me had Raphael, and yeah, Raphael's he's pretty strong.
You know what? You can have Leonardo because I'm gonna play as Casey Jones. I'll be Casey Jones or Splinter, I guess, because Splinter's there too.
So I heard, I'm not sure if this is true or not, but Casey Jones, you can pick him after you beat the game.
I don't like that. Nope, like that.
That's what I heard.
Nope.
I'm not. I hope that's not true, but if it is,
I hope there are some cool unlockable characters, though. I think that would be really cool to like.
Yeah.
That'd be kind of neat.
Who showed that picture of the rabbit from the cartoon? LaMont.
Oh.
It was in our chat.
I don't like that.
In the writers. Is that his name? The rabbit from the cartoon?
Oh.
It's
Wait.
It's Miyamoto Usagi.
Oh, I don't know who showed the picture.
Yeah, because they were just like, I wonder if after they showed Casey Jones, they were just like, I wonder if this person's gonna be in the game, and they showed him, and then I think someone did the frogs.
Oh God, the frogs, gross! No, get them out of here. No, because they remind me of Battletoads, and I don't want any Battletoads in my Ninja Turtles. Okay, God, no, Ed, you ruined it. But seriously though, like I think they could have some pretty cool DLC characters though.
Yeah, they talked about it because I would like go on Discord and like I got a friend, he talks to the dev sometimes, and which is funny because I didn't even think Casey was even going to be in the game because they initially said, no, this is it. You just got the 4 turtles, April and Splinter. He may be on DLC down the line if the game becomes successful. That's why I screamed the way I did, because I was just like, what? And that 6-player mode, that just, I didn't expect that.
I think with that extra time that they're developing, I think someone there had to pay attention to what Twitter was saying, what social media was saying. That of course they were going to buy the game, but of course they wanted Casey Jones. But I think when they started seeing people say, I'm buying it for Switch, I'm buying it for this system, I'm buying it here. Well, I think when they started seeing more people want to buy stuff, and then their competition for their competition is the Cowabunga collection. And even though
it's kind of funny, because do you think that's a bad marketing move to deliver Shredder's Revenge first, and then the Cowabunga?
No, I think it's good that they're doing it this way. I think a lot of people are nostalgic for those games, but also I think fans of Ninja Turtles have been waiting for a good Ninja Turtles game for so long.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, like the games during the PS2 and GameCube era were not great. The ones based off the late 90s, early 2000s cartoon.
Yeah.
They were okay, not great. The one based off the animated movie was an interesting take on the Turtles, but not, everybody wants the co-op beat 'em up, which I'm not opposed to a single player Ninja Turtles game. I've always said I wanted one in like the Arkham style, dark, gritty kind of Ninja Turtles, maybe something
really? I said that too, yeah.
Yeah. And so like but like in any case, like we haven't had a really good Ninja Turtles game in such a long time. And then when Injustice put the Ninja Turtles, or when NetherRealm put the Ninja Turtles in Injustice, that was like,
oh man.
I mean, that was the reason why I bought Injustice, was so I could play as 3D Ninja Turtles for 20 minutes.
Yeah, I went nuts on that day too, Ed, because someone showed me a picture of it, and I just thought it was a joke.
Yeah,
I really thought it was a joke. I'm going to go on, and to this day, I always watch. I love watching the reactions, and there was this reaction of people finding out the Ninja Turtles was going to be on Injustice, and people blew their minds. It was insane. It was my favorite video of all time. Whenever I'm down, I watch that video, and it's just.
Corey messaged me about that when he found out the news. He was just like, Ed, you would not believe this. And I'm like, what? He's just like, he just showed me the picture, and I was just like,
Jesse's the one that told. I think Jesse's the one that told me, and then I sent you the message that Jesse sent me. I think was how it went.
Oh, okay.
I mean, either way, it was still like, oh my gosh. So it's like amazing. I want a Ninja Turtles game in that vein so bad. Like it's not even close.
Yeah. I mean, I don't remember even talking about them for them to just put it on there. I mean, I was at work and someone texted me this, and I was just like, "Oh, that's some kind of joke. I don't believe that," because I really didn't. And then I saw the trailer, and I was like, "Oh man, this is really happening." The first thing I thought about was, "Oh my God, what is Batman going to say to the turtle?"
Even though they have comics in an animated movie.
Yeah, but I think this was before all that though, right? I mean, this was like, I think that was like part of the marketing leading up to that first Batman versus Ninja Turtles movie, but like they hadn't really announced anything yet, and everybody's like, why are the Ninja Turtles fighting Batman and the Flash? Like that's stupid.
Yeah.
Which, to be fair, it's still stupid, but it was still fun.
It was awesome.
Yeah.
And I think with going back to .mu doing the Ninja Turtles first, releasing it, don't forget they had to play the old games. So they had to play the Konami games in order to get an idea of how to make a good Ninja Turtles game. They had to go back and play the 90s. So it's just, in a sense, I see it as them paying homage while still bringing us something fresh, because we don't know how the game is going to actually turn out till we all fully play it. You know, so
did you watch the behind the scenes videos that they had?
Yeah,
I mean, it's a real example of labor of love.
Yeah. That MU is really good. And I think that's why, and we're gonna get to family news, everybody. This is my last piece. I think that's why
Are we?
I think that's why .mu, who does a lot of these remakes and stuff, definitely with Sega. You know, that's why we got Streets of Rage 4. That's why we got like Wonder Boy and all of this stuff. It's because they know they have played some of the old games, got an idea of what works and what doesn't, and try to go in. And when they start doing their new game, put in the stuff that is familiar to a lot of people, but also make sure that they do it well, that they take care of, because people are still interested in these properties, and they put out some great products when they're working on existing properties. I think that's why when me and you was talking, Corey, about Sega kind of having that renaissance in a sense, kind of like they're just renewal in business and everything, being successful, is because they allow people really who take their properties do some good to them. Yeah, you can have an argument about Panzer Dragoon, that remake and stuff, or even the House of the Dead and stuff. But somebody went in and really took the time to bring those games back and really worked hard on them. You know, Sega's not doing it for it. Someone else could do it, and they could do it very well. We still talk about Sonic Mania.
Yeah.
You know, so
still want a sequel for that.
Well, I mean, I think Sonic Origins is probably going to be it's going to be a test bed for it, right? And then I think we'll get a Sonic Mania 2 if Sonic Frontiers just ends up being like not great. Which I did see people. Yeah, I did see people saying that the gameplay of Sonic Frontiers is actually pretty fun, and that you're not going to get it until you play it. And this was like gameplay from major outlets like IGN and Game Informer both said that like Sonic Frontiers is a different Sonic game, and you're not going to understand it until you play it.
Yeah, so. That's what the boss said today, right? I heard about that.
Yeah.
The boss of
Yeah. He tweeted. Yeah,
just
he
don't understand.
Yeah, he's like, yeah, fans will understand once they play it, but right now they just don't get it, which is fine. Like that excites me.
Yeah.
That means like, oh well, people are saying it's good. They're saying it's, obviously Sega's going to say it's good because it's their product, but
Right.
it gives me hope, I think.
Yeah, me too. It's like it's kind of not the way they're treating it. I don't think it's really that fair because you got the inspiration from Zelda Breath of the Wild, and now they're saying, okay, well then why is this land so barren? Well, Breath of the Wild was kind of barren too.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. I'm hopeful for it. I'm definitely going to get it day one.
Yeah,
I am too.
I'm definitely going to
buying
check it out. I'll probably get it on Switch just because that's what I'm going to do because I'm a dork like that. I don't need high fidelity 4K Sonic, okay?
Well, everybody, it's time for Sammy News.
Oh gosh, I forgot. Okay, yeah. I forgot again. I'm sorry. Look, we're an hour and 15 minutes into the show. We're just getting the news. It's fine. Look, this is how it's going to go from now on. So strap in, everybody. So our first news story comes from Gavin Lane at Nintendo Life. Xenoblade Chronicles 3 fans are going to be excited. Monolith Soft recently released a new trailer for Xenoblade Chronicles 3, revealing a brand new character for your party. Xeon is a guardian defender fighting with a sword and shield. He also has a history with the other characters in the game. Xenoblade Chronicles 3 releases on July 29th, 2022, and is said to be a brand new story in the Xenoblade series while tying up some of the arcs left from the first two entries. Is everybody excited for Xenoblade 3? Does this new character do anything for you? I don't know if you guys watched the trailer or not. I mean, he looks like a sword fighter from an RPG,
Yeah. I didn't know I think I stopped watching the trailers and stuff because I want to go in surprise and everything.
Yeah.
Me too.
What day is it that it comes out?
It's a Friday. 29th is a Friday.
Okay.
June 29th, or I forgot the release date.
July 29th.
July 29th.
Yeah.
Okay. Because this is the craziest thing, everybody. I literally thought that game was coming out the day that Stray comes out on PlayStation 5 and PS4. And I'm gonna be like, oh, someone is making some money because Nintendo gonna make their coins. But like to buy Stray and buy Xenoblade Chronicles 3 in the same day if that had happened. But no, Xenoblade Stray is safe. Xenoblade is safe. So that makes me happy. But yeah, I haven't watched the trailer. I think I stopped looking at stuff because I want to go there like freshly new. So I'm excited for Xenoblade Chronicles 3.
LaMont, are you excited for Xenoblade? Are you planning on getting it?
Oh yeah. I definitely need to finish 2 first, but yeah, I'm still gonna get it. I'm so far behind on that. I love it, but I'm so far behind on that game.
I know
I didn't even get the DLC yet.
Yeah, those games are so long. I just like, you know what? This year I'm gonna play Xenoblade 1 and 2 and get ready for 3, and I made it like 20 hours into 1 and I just got distracted by 75 other things. It's just like, oh my gosh, this game's so long.
I'm surprised that they haven't ported Xenoblade X.
Yeah.
I mean, the rumor is that it's probably coming at some point. I'm just going to assume at this point that it's gonna come over at some point because literally every other game from the Wii U except for the 2 Zelda games and Xenoblade X are over now. At least all the major first party games.
Tokyo Mirage Session made it to Switch. Xenoblade Chronicles X could make it to Switch.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Can we talk about Tokyo Mirage Sessions for a minute? Man,
oh my goodness.
I mean, if you are lacking some Persona on your Switch in your life, you need to play Tokyo Mirage Sessions. Although all points indicate that Persona will be making its way over at some point in the near future. I mean, they just got announced for Xbox, and so
you think all the personas or just?
Yep, all the
modern
ones, all the ones that were announced for Xbox this past weekend are gonna. I bet they make their way over to Switch at some point.
Because if they don't,
if they're gonna put them on Xbox and they're not gonna put them on the most popular device in Japan, like, come on, what are you doing? Seriously,
that was a weird. I'll say that for Doc Mo because that was a weird reaction. People were just like, "Oh, really? Okay."
I mean, but that's been rumored since last year. I don't know why people were surprised.
Well, it wasn't the fact that it was surprised because I was surprised that 3 and 4 was coming to it. That's fine with 5 coming. I think the shock was just like no one. Everybody was just like, "Huh, okay." It felt like the emotion, the reaction to it was like, "Okay, we accept this announcement, move on." And I'm like, wait, because they did the same thing to Yakuza also. Yakuza came to Xbox, and don't forget, everybody was asking for Japanese games on Xbox. So it came, they accepted it, and they moved right on.
Yeah, but they had they had a lot of things to get through at that conference, though, to be fair.
Yeah.
I mean, not all of it was great, but they probably could have spent a little less time on some of it and a little more time on that. But, they had a lot to get through.
Yeah, it was just it's just weird that the reaction just like, okay, we accept it, because I think literally if that game comes to Switch, everybody's hyping it up. I'm buying it on Switch. I hope they do a physical on Switch. Watch the reactions that people are going to say. They're going to see a lot of hashtags for Nintendo Switch if this game comes out. People are going to play those games on Nintendo Switch.
They're coming. Nintendo just wants to make the announcement at the Direct instead of at an Xbox conference, which they have nothing to do with. I'm telling you, those games are coming. Yeah. Everybody just needs to take a deep breath, relax, and wait for the next Direct, probably on the 29th, which is what a lot of leakers are saying right now, and kind of what we've been speculating in the chat on Twitter. Like it's coming. Everybody just relax.
But Atlas, if you're watching this, I know you're not, but you need to get Persona 1 and Persona 2 out. You need to get the Persona collection out there.
No, you don't. Revelations Persona and Persona 2 are not good games.
Still, get them out. Make them $10.
You want to play better versions of those games? Play Persona Q and Persona Q2 on the 3DS.
They'll probably bring those out too. I played Persona 1 on PS1. And that was an interesting game. Literally interesting.
You are a better man than I.
I said I played. I didn't say that I finished it.
You still took the time to play it and subject yourself to that questionable content.
Oh wow! All right, back to you, Corey.
Oh man, this is just what is happening this episode? I have no idea.
Having fun.
I said I was excited for the new direction of this show, but all right. Our next. Speaking of the Xbox and Bethesda showcase, I promise you, there's a couple stories from the showcase in here, but it's all relevant to Switch, and some of them I'm actually very excited for. John Carson from Game Informer. This article is from him during the Xbox and Bethesda showcase this past Sunday. Overwatch 2 was re-revealed, showcasing new character designs, maps, and even a new hero in the Junker Queen. The biggest news, however, is that the PvP mode for Blizzard's hero shooter is free to play and is coming sooner than you think. Overwatch 2's PvP is hitting early access on October 4th, 2022 across all platforms, including Nintendo Switch. A full reveal of Overwatch 2's plans will be held during the Overwatch 2 reveal event on June 16th. Cross-progression. It has cross-progression, cross-play, and free to play is a free to play for this game. I think talk about a franchise that's lost so much goodwill over the last 4 or 5 years, right? Like it hit this pinnacle, right? They have Overwatch League. I bought an Overwatch League hoodie when I went to PAX a couple years ago, right? Like I used to love Overwatch, and with everything that's going on at Blizzard and Activision to an extent, right? Like it's been a bad situation over there. They seem to be making some good decisions and turning things around over there. I know Mike Ibarra, I think, is heading Blizzard now solo at this point, but the Overwatch team has gone through a lot of changes, and I got to give it to the team that's still working on it. And this reveal looked cool. The Junker Queen, I don't know who put Borderlands in Overwatch 2. That's what that reveal. Dude, I literally looked down because my daughter was playing with Play-Doh, and I looked back up, and there's this like guy in a crazy mask, and they're in this like wasteland kind of hovel place, and like Overwatch is kind of cartoony, so like when shadows hit different, it kind of looks like Borderlands in a way. This particular scene, anyway, and it's like, what's happening here? Did I miss something? No, it was just the new character reveal. But I think I'm gonna check this out. I really think Overwatch 2 is gonna be bigger than people think. And I think going free to play was the right move. You know, they're gonna charge for that weird campaign solo thing that they're doing. They're gonna make all their money back on loot boxes and cosmetics and all that stuff. The PvP is cross-play with the first game, so if you have the first game, you don't really need to play the second game. Are you guys going to check out Overwatch 2?
I'm going to wait. And the only reason why I'm going to wait is because I have Overwatch on Xbox. I probably need to install on Series X, and I just haven't jumped into it. Like, I still haven't played it. It feels like it's a game just to have. Just for me personally, just to have. And if I get the strength to want to play it, I'll go in and play it. But I think I'm gonna buy it. I think I'm gonna double dip on this one. I think I'm gonna get it on Switch and still get it on Series X.
Well, it's free, so I mean, you can download it on whatever you want, and still, you know.
But I think also with the campaign, I think I'm going to try to get the full package later on down the line. But I think I'm going to download it on both systems and just give it a test run and see if it's something that's going to grab me. I'm not a big multiplayer when it comes to shooters. I do enjoy them if I'm playing with other people. Sometimes I do my best to stay up because some of those games kind of put me to sleep when I got to wait and everything. Yes, everybody. I'm talking about Sea of Thieves when Corey and Jesse kicked me off and I died because I fell asleep.
That's not 100% true. It's true. I did.
The same time that you kicked me off during that elevator in Halo 4. Was it Halo 5?
No, I think it was Halo 4.
We was going up that elevator and somehow you just didn't even know that I was just waiting, and Corey literally drop kicked me and pushed me off, and I fell and died while the elevator was going on.
Look, we used to do this thing where Jesse and I we had this multiplayer thing, Let's Play series called Squad Goals, where we would just play through multiplayer campaigns of games, and we were playing through the Halo series, and Ed would do this thing where he would get off work super late, and we would stay up late and wait for him, and we would try to play through a couple levels of something, or play Sea of Thieves for some reason, and halfway through, Ed would fall asleep because, you know, Ed doesn't like to go to bed like a normal human. He tries to stay up 24/7, and he would fall asleep, and we would just mess with him because he would fall asleep, and it was the funniest thing.
The Halo,
the Halo one was funny, but I think the Sea of Thieves stuff was really funny too. Because remember when the one time we didn't push you off in Sea of Thieves, but you fell asleep on like the deck of the ship, and Jesse and I were just dancing around you, and you. But like the moment you woke up, we started getting attacked by another ship, and we were like, Jesse and I were like scrambling, and Ed had no idea what was going on because he was still like hazy from falling asleep, and Jesse and I were trying to repair the ship and get it out of firing range, and it was just man, good times.
So I actually have a question because I've never played Sea of Thieves before. I actually interested of it now. But I remember on the trailer they were talking about you can get your own ship,
Mm-hmm.
and I was just like, well, couldn't you do that before, or
It was
couldn't?
well, the thing is like you could have your own ship, but like anything you added to it or found or whatever, like there was no cosmetic besides like the way your ship looked on the outside. There's no cosmetic differences on the ship, like inside your kind of captain's quarters or down below deck or anything. Now I think what they're allowing you to do is kind of design your ship and like make it kind of your hub, like your captain's quarters, and kind of design it how you want.
Yeah.
Okay. I was just wondering about that. I was like, I don't know. I mean, I've seen it played before, but I was like, okay, well.
Yeah. So, anybody else have anything to say about Overwatch before we move on?
I think it's cool that they're doing the free PvP and the cross-play and cross-progression. That's awesome.
Yeah. All right. So the next article comes from Tom Ivan from Video Games Chronicle. Sticking with Blizzard games, one of the biggest showings at the Xbox Plus Bethesda showcase was Diablo IV, which revealed the Necromancer class, showing off its open, persistent world, variety of character classes, and incredible but familiar gameplay. One of the major announcements was that it would have cross progression across all platforms via BattleNet. After the show, Diablo IV was confirmed to be coming to PC, Xbox One, Xbox Series X, PlayStation 4, and PlayStation 5, but no mention of Nintendo's hybrid console, even though it was mentioned in its original reveal. Now, via Video Games Chronicle, we now have confirmation that the fourth entry is indeed coming to Switch, complete with all of the content and functions of the other versions, meaning it will be cross-progression, cross-play, cross-save, you name it. You know, it's there. So remember, Diablo 3 did very well when it came to Nintendo Switch, and it's still super popular to this day.
Yes. Yeah. I'm excited for it. I really am.
I'm not a huge Diablo guy, but like what I saw of this game and just kind of like the persistent kind of open world thing, and I'm really, really into this. Like, I really want to play this. Like, I played Diablo 3, like I played it. It was fun, but I wasn't going back in to play the end game or to, do the, what were they called? The Paragon levels or whatever. Like, I wasn't going in to do all that stuff, but this game looks really cool.
Yeah. I think that what's going to happen probably is that it's going to come on all other platforms, and then 6 to 8 months down the line, Nintendo Switch will get it. I think Nintendo probably won't get this until almost the end of 2023.
But I think I don't know about that, but I think that I don't even know if the other consoles are getting it by the end of 2023. Let's be honest here, but I think. I don't know, man. There's something about this game. Plus, like, I love Rod Ferguson, obviously from Gears, but he came out and really like hyped the game up, and I don't know. There's something about this game that I just want to support, and I really like what they're offering.
It looks fast, and of course it's action packed, but I'm just like, something about this looks like really smooth about it. Like, it really grabbed my attention. I'm just like, I'm looking forward to this game, because I think it's the lack of news that came about Diablo 4. Yeah. Like, we haven't heard much of it since its announcement, and seeing it at the Xbox showcase really just like, okay, they've been really working hard on this game. So I really can't wait to see how they do the releases and everything. I think the Switch version is probably going to be like the definitive, like Corey mentioned, like it's getting all the DLC content and everything. So that's why I kind of feel like they'll release the game for the other platforms, because I think they're working on it, and then once that's released, they'll start working on the Switch version, the Switch port of it.
I can see that.
Yeah. Plus, I mean, by the time this game comes out too, it'll probably be on Game Pass too, because they want that Activision deal to go through before the end of the year.
Yeah.
this and Overwatch will probably be on Game Pass by the time this game comes
That
out.
was a weird thing that a lot of the Activision stuff wasn't on Game Pass.
Well, the deal hasn't gone through yet. They can't technically say they're going to put them on Game Pass until they buy. It hasn't gone through yet. So
another thing about the Game Pass, and we'll get into the next story. They didn't have deals for it throughout the season.
They do. It's 3 months for $1.
But they didn't showcase it during the show.
Well, they're not gonna. They're gonna want you to buy the $45 cards at Best Buy. They don't want to say,
what?
I mean, they want you to search for that information.
Well, I remember like in past E3s, they plastered those deals for Game Pass.
Yeah,
like
but every time I think that's before they had everybody in, right? Or now they're pushing 30 million subscribers. So, to get people in, you advertise that. But now that they're that many people in, they're gonna try to milk as much money out of it as they can, right? They got to start making up that money at some point.
That's why I was just wondering. I was just like, man, I remember they used to go hard on Game Pass, like to get subscribers and everything, like for deals. And then this one, they were just like, yeah, we got these games coming to Game Pass, but I think because there wasn't that many interviews, because that's when they would do the deals. It was just like the creative director or the one lady, she came out, she said what she had to say. That was it. Phil Spencer came out, said what he had to say, and that was pretty much it. And during those times, you'd be like, oh, you can also get, like Corey said, Game Pass for $1 for a year or 3 months or whatever. They will plaster that in their showcases. This one, nope, we're going to focus on games. Here you go.
Yeah. By the way, shout out to Sarah Bond's dress in that opening of that.
Yeah.
Dude, that dress was fire. Just saying.
Is that her new role? It looks like she's in a new role.
I mean, I think she's kind of acting in the same role, but I think that a lot of their titles have changed because of a lot of the acquisitions, and obviously, like Phil Spencer is the CEO of gaming now and not just the head of Xbox, right? So, I mean, I think it's this. I think she's acting in the same role. I think they just kind of tweaked the title a little bit.
Okay, because I literally feel like if Phil Spencer left, she would take over.
Yeah, she's definitely going to take over when Phil's gone, which I think will be coming sooner than later. To be honest, not that like I want Phil to leave or anything, and not that he's doing a bad job. I think I give it 2 or 3 years. Phil will retire. I mean, he's been with Microsoft for almost 40 years, right? I mean, he's older than you think. He's in his 50s.
Is he?
Yeah.
Wow.
So, I mean, he's been with Microsoft for like 30 some odd years. So,
interesting.
Hold on, I gotta look this up now.
Didn't even know that.
How old is Phil Spencer?
Because I know Phil Spencer he's good at what he does, and seeing her, I'm just like, you're reliable. Something about you, I trust in this position, because not like an understudy, but something about it was just like, yeah, you could also lead Xbox into the future.
Yeah,
like, I couldn't see anyone else taking that position besides her, because you have done these directs, you have managed she probably managed a lot of these teams and stuff and getting these deals and everything. There's probably stuff that she has done and learned that we just don't know about. So I think she's suited for that position if he is.
Yeah. According to Wikipedia, he's 54 years old.
Ooh.
Oh.
He started as an intern in 1988. So that should tell you.
Got the best intern in the world.
How crazy is that? He started as an intern on the Excel team.
Wow.
Getting coffee from spreadsheet makers. Oh man. Anyways, let's we're gonna move on here. Sorry, I'm making a note here for timestamps because that's important, I'm told. So this article comes from Kat Bailey at IGN, another reveal from the Xbox and Bethesda showcase, but also very relevant to Switch. One of the major reveals from the Xbox and Bethesda showcase was that Hollow Knight Silksong will indeed be released within the next 12 months. One of the things they left out, however, is that the sequel will be hitting Nintendo Switch first, as confirmed in a previous Nintendo Direct. Silksong is the follow-up to the surprise hit Hollow Knight, which debuted on PC in February of 2017 and released on Nintendo Switch in June of 2018. So yeah, Xbox revealed that Silksong, when it releases on Xbox, will be day one on Game Pass.
I think that's the only reason why they did that reveal, was just for that.
Yeah. But Nintendo did confirm that Silksong will be hitting Nintendo Switch and PC first. I'm wondering if it's a 2-month exclusivity, or maybe it'll be out this fall for Switch and out next spring for Xbox or something to that extent, similar to the Xbox deal with Tunic, right? Because Tunic came out and now it's coming to Xbox or coming to PlayStation in September. So that's maybe like a less than a 4 or 5 month exclusivity deal. So
yeah, man, it's literally gonna be on the Nintendo Direct. Silksong is not in the latest Nintendo Direct. I think probably by the time it does come out, I think it probably won't be exclusive to Nintendo first. Launch exclusive. That's what I mean. I think if some time passed and it's past their launch exclusive, because this game has been delayed multiple times, almost just like the Hollow Knight. I think what's gonna happen is that it will release on Nintendo first, but maybe 2 days later it hits Game Pass. Like when all the Xbox stuff gets released, that's when it'll hit. So I think it's gonna be in a time frame.
That's quite the technicality, though. I feel like it's gonna hit Switch first in a major way. Nintendo's going to make it a big deal, right? It's not going to be a 2-day exclusive,
Yeah.
Well,
I was thinking that we hit Switch first.
Well, that's why I said if that launch exclusive deal passes, like if they delay it so much that to the point where they just end up deciding to put it on everything, it's a day one. It's just a day one launch for everything because they delayed it so much. Like, because if they don't get it out in this year or 2023 or halfway of 2023, that's going to speak a problem for that game. It's going to be like, yeah, we're waiting for it, but the interest is just now put it on everywhere. Because why would you put Silksong out on Nintendo Switch before it hits everything else when all of these other big games may be out by that time that game comes out?
Because Nintendo does what Nintendo wants, and they probably have a big dump truck full of money to give them.
Because you don't want to put it out by the time Breath of the Wild 2 come out, because that's why
you put it out this fall. And look, it's not. I mean, it's not like Nintendo has or any game has any trouble selling on Switch, right? Like, I mean. I really feel like Nintendo is just dominating that space, and indies are dominating this space. I think the only games that don't sell great on Switch are third-party games, right? I mean, yeah, they sell good, but they're not selling like 5 million copies. There's a few exceptions that have done well, like Doom and The Witcher and stuff like that. But like, I mean, indies and first-party games are what thrive on the Switch, and a game as big as Silksong is not going to have any trouble selling. No trouble.
But the second part, yeah, that won't be no trouble. I think it's just the launch of the game. That's the only thing.
Agree to disagree, Ed.
LaMont, any thoughts?
No, I just have to say, I think it's. No, I guess I was a little surprised to even hear it first from Xbox. I guess because I always thought it was gonna be announced from Nintendo first, but as far as launch, I'm not really sure, to be honest with you.
Well, if everybody's been expecting the news to be in the Nintendo Direct and stuff, but every time it came out, the developer said, "Don't expect our stuff to be in the Nintendo Direct. We're still working on it. We're not speaking about it." So to see it but to actually get news at Xbox, that was for some people that was a little bit confusing because um, a lot of indie games kind of don't get connected to Xbox in a sense. So to get any kind of information, to see any kind of progress at this, you think the reaction would be like a lot of hype? A lot of people were talking about it, be like, "Yes, we finally got some six songs, some six song information," and just like confuse people in a sense.
Well, I guess we'll find out.
Yeah.
All right. Well, our last story here. We kind of already discussed the first 45 minutes of this show. So this is from Sean Murray over at The Gamer. It is during Summer Game Fest. .emu finally revealed what we've all been waiting for. No, not the release date, although that was also revealed, but the final playable character in TMNT Shredder's Revenge, Casey Jones, complete with his golf bag of random sports gear, his hockey mask, and scrappy moves. During the announcement of Casey Jones, it was also revealed that the game will be hitting Xbox Game Pass day one, have 6-player co-op, both online and local. Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles Shredder's Revenge will hit all consoles, including Nintendo Switch, on Thursday, June 16th. Yes.
Yes.
I don't really have anything else to say except that I'm really excited, and we better be playing this on Friday night. That's all I have to say.
Oh, yes. I will be heading to Pizza Hut on Friday night, grab my pizza, and come back.
No, Pizza Hut. No.
It's gotta be Pizza.
You and Ed with this Pizza Hut.
What?
No, if you're gonna eat garbage pizza, it's gonna be Domino's. Okay.
Domino's. Okay. I had Domino's so many times.
Look, you're not. Are you really?
Domino's,
so,
though.
Fun fact: I still have my Pizza Hut coupon from the NES game.
Yes.
Serious?
Yeah, I do. It's downstairs with the game in a little plastic case. It's.
Oh wow.
Yeah, and so what I thought about doing was good. I thought about I got the digital version, but I also pre-ordered the physical edition. So what I thought about doing was getting like shadow boxing the NES cartridge with the coupon, and then the physical edition of this one with the coupon, and just hanging it up because it's funny. But anyways, Casey Jones. Who's excited for Casey Jones?
I am. I love his combos. I love how he was attacking and everything, and then having that shadow effect. I'm like, oh, this is really cool.
Yeah, I like how he changes clothes. Like, actually, I just noticed this part. I was watching the trailer for like the umpteenth time, and he jumps and slams to the floor, but like he has a basketball jersey on, like he's doing a slam dunk. And I was like, oh well, shoot, that's cool, And then of course he has his hat, as he's swinging the golf, and I mean,
yeah.
But
it's cool. It's cool that him and Splinter do the high five, like they get tag team. It looks like when they get together, they're gonna be a powerful team.
Yeah. That was just a cool thing to see. I was like, oh my gosh. Yeah. Someone told me something too, and I didn't notice until I watched the clip. So, depending on what character you are, there's a special dialogue between that character and like a boss that you fight against.
Mm-hmm.
I was just like, oh yeah. I mean, I can just imagine Splinter saying something to Shredder.
Yeah.
And it's so crazy. Oh yeah, get this. 16 stages. this game is going to have 16 stages. When this game was first announced, I said, please don't let this game be short. I love the games. They were always just kind of short to me. But 16 stages, that's a lot for a Ninja Turtle game to me. And I'm happy about that. I really am.
Is it 16 stages like broken up, or is it like one level that's a stage?
Is it Turtles in Time stages, or is it Hyperstone Heist stages? Hyperstone Heist is each stage is split up into 3 levels.
Oh yeah, that's true. That is true. It's probably gonna be like Turtles in Time stages. But when I played on at PAX East, I know let me see, the first stage was like 5 minutes long.
Okay.
So
that sounds about right then.
Yeah.
Because then that makes it like about an hour and 15 minutes total.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, to be fair, I'm gonna replay the crap out of this game. This game's gonna be.
Oh, me too.
I just,
I'm excited.
Oh yeah, me too.
I'm like this close to canceling my Tower Casuals recording on Thursday to play this. I mean, it's the only reason why I'm not is because we have a guest to talk about all the weapons in Destiny this season. But part of me is like, it's Ninja Turtles, dude. Just
well, I wonder, should I play it Thursday when it comes out, like at midnight?
Man,
I'm trying to hold out myself, but I already know what's going to happen. 1 o'clock in the morning, I'm going to wake up, turn on my Switch, and I was going to be like, oh, let me just play one stage, just one stage.
It did 2 o'clock in the morning. You'd be like, I finished the game. What the heck?
Man. Oh man. Well, that's all the news we have this week. Ed, I guess we can talk about docked mode. So I'm going to kick it back to you so you can tell us what we're about ready to discuss here.
Yes. Everybody, it's time for docked mode. As Summer Game Fest is ongoing, there's a lot of titles announced and some shocking reveals. As we all await the Summer Nintendo Direct, how are we feeling about the games in the showcases? Do you think Nintendo prefers E3 still? Any games you're planning to pick up on? You ready, Elite? You ready, Elite Black Agents? Let's go! Yes. So, this is kind of an open-ended question. We talked about Xbox, State of Play, the Wholesome Games, the Tribeca Games Festival, the Summer Game Fest, hosted by Jeff Keighley himself. Capcom was today. Also, there's a PC gaming showcase. There's been a lot of games that not only coming out to certain platforms, but there's also hitting Nintendo Switch. So I kind of want to ask you guys, because a lot of people were feeling down, feeling like they miss E3 in a sense. And I wonder do they miss E3 because E3 is more organized? We know where the times are at and everything? Or is it just something about it that there's something magical about E3 than this Summer Game Fest showcase? But how do you guys feel? LaMont?
I know I never once said, oh gosh, I miss E3 so much. But for me, it will probably be the organization, because and this is true. Saturday, let's see, was that Saturday? Yeah, Saturday. I was on this couch all day long, looking at directs, and trust me, I had a great time. But there were directs that I didn't even know or forgot that they were coming up, popped up on my YouTube. Like the PC one, I still didn't see that one. I just saw the Gorilla one, and I just saw the gosh, what was it called? Oh my god.
For which one? Or what day?
Was it Future Show?
Oh, the Future Game Show.
Yeah, Future Game Show. Yeah. Oh gosh, there was so many of them. I mean, and which is great, but like with the E3, you just pretty much knew what to expect. They were all lined up. In the way that you can, you pretty much knew what was coming, and you just sit there and just kind of catch up on everything all at once. In separate days lined up, not a Saturday and then we go on to Monday. I'm still enjoying it though. I mean, we still have more. I'm looking forward to Thursday's Final Fantasy VII anniversary special. I can't wait for that. I'll go nuts on that day too.
Yeah,
if they announce remake part 2, I'm going to go nuts.
I think they will. I'm kind of like,
yeah.
I'm actually really shocked they haven't announced an Xbox version of that first part yet.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, me too. I actually am. I just didn't think they would hold out as long as they have been on that.
Well, part of me wonders if that's some sort of deal that Sony is making with Square.
Probably.
Because they've kind of made Final Fantasy 16 a timed exclusive. Forspoken is an exclusive. I wonder if this is just part of that deal, or if they've tried to extend the deal or kind of configure the deal. But like I've been waiting because they said, oh, well, it's going to be a year exclusivity. Well, I'm not the biggest Final Fantasy VII fan, right? But this version looks interesting and the combat looks fun. And I was like, okay, well, this is the game I'll wait. When it comes to Xbox, I'll play it on Xbox, right? Because I just expected it to be here. It's been almost 2 years,
Yeah.
And the deal, the exclusivity was 12 months. And so, the Epic Store version came and went. The Steam version came and went. And the PlayStation 5 version ended up coming out with the Integrate DLC. And still no part 2 or Xbox version of part 1. And I'm like, well, maybe this is just part of that. But like, I'm wondering if they'll make some sort of announcement for an Xbox version that day. I'm really interested to see if because it's just a Final Fantasy event, right? Or is it a Final Fantasy VII specific event?
It's Final Fantasy VII specific.
Yeah, the event for it. So it's like they're probably going to be doing doing interviews. The orchestra's going to be playing.
Well, it's got to be a reveal of some sort, right? I mean, they're not just going to say, Final Fantasy VII.
There'll probably be like deals on it. People are hoping that they do remake 2.
Well,
announced that.
That's got to be the obvious.
Remake 2, and then you have like First Soldier DLC. I think they're going to talk about that. And
right, that weird phone.
I look forward to Ever Crisis. I'm looking forward to that one. I actually might get that. That's like the one mobile game I'm actually excited about. That I wish they just put that on the Switch, but I understand.
What, Final Fantasy VII Crisis Core?
Ever Crisis.
Oh, Ever Crisis.
Yeah,
I know Crisis Core, the one that came out, I think was PSP or maybe PSP.
Yeah,
I think people are waiting for that one to get announced and released on platforms.
That seems like an easy one to kind of say, hey, we're putting this on, that seems like hey, Final Fantasy Remake 2 is coming out next spring, but here's your fall holdover. You can play Crisis Core on PlayStation 4 and 5 now. Have fun.
Oh, that would be amazing. Yeah.
Yeah.
Just say it's going to be like 10 minutes long, so I don't know how much they can pack in 10 minutes, but I don't know.
Yeah, I mean, judging by how long this presentation is, a reveal for part 2 is clearly what they're doing.
Oh yeah.
I mean, they'll save it for the last like 2 minutes, but they'll be like, well, Final Fantasy VII is 30 years old, and it's important to the ecosystem, and there's big swords and guys with guns on their hands and chicks with big boobs, but
Wow.
it's important. Here's a trailer, by the way. Then some guy will come on speaking in Japanese to where you can't watch him talk because you're too busy reading the subtitles. And then
Exactly.
they'll show like a montage of Final Fantasy VII stuff. They'll probably show a montage of like the movie, the old game, the remastered version of the game, the spin-off games, the phone game, there's probably some pachinko machine in Japan that they are all playing, right? And then they'll show they'll end it with like a 45-second trailer of part 2 and with a 2023 generic release date on it. Everybody will be like, ah!
It's running on Unreal Engine 5 or Luminous Engine or whatever.
It's unreal. It's unreal. I think 7 was running on Unreal.
I think if you see the sales, the game probably be like $3.99. Something's happening. Something's coming up.
I just heard everybody that listened to this show just roll their eyes and be just really like, oh my gosh, I hate this guy.
Well, what about you, Corey? Is that all LaMont first?
Well, to be fair,
yeah.
To be fair, I kind of took over LaMont. I'm sorry, LaMont. I didn't mean to like cut in.
No, it's cool. No, I was just just saying, yeah. I mean, to me, it's the organizing. For me personally, I would love for us all to go to E3 one year. That's my dream. I want us all to go to E3. That would be nice.
Seeing a pack of Boss Rush, they'd be like, "What the world?"
Yeah.
You're like, "Yeah, this is how deep we bro."
Yeah, I mean, it would be fun. I kind of am hoping for the same thing for PAX at some point.
Yeah,
because I love PAX. PAX is so much fun.
I want to go to PAX so bad.
That was the first time I played Wolfenstein 2, and I played the Switch version at PAX, and I played Crash Bandicoot. I think I played Dead Cells. I spent like 2 hours in the Nintendo booth. It was so crazy. It was awesome.
Nice.
I'm definitely going to PAX next year.
Yeah, I think I'm going to try to go to next year.
Yeah.
What about you, Corey? How you feeling about the games and the showcases?
I mean, we knew 2022 was going to be light on games. I think the Sony showcase was okay. I'm not into the horror stuff, so I mean, a lot of that wasn't for me. But I understand like the significance of a Resident Evil 4 remake, Resident Evil, that kind of stuff. And Street Fighter 6 looks interesting. I'm always at least interested in a new Street Fighter. I'm not a fighting game person, but Street Fighter, if I'm going to pick a fighting game, Street Fighter is going to be the one, unless you're going to give me a Marvel vs. Capcom 2 remake, but that's not.
Yes.
That's
somebody else said it. Finally.
You can have that. Give me Tatsunoko versus Capcom. I'll take that instead.
Pass. You are just the strange one. Either way, both those games are better than that weird Castlevania fighting game that they put on Wii. Remember that?
Oh yeah.
I don't know what made me think of that game just now, but
like that.
that 3D fighter, yes. That I was while working at Toys R Us, I was walking and I was in electronics and I happened to just look at it and I'm like, wait a minute. They did a Castlevania fighting game, and it's questionable content to the highest degree.
Yeah. So, I mean, it was interesting, but yeah, I mean, so the Sony one, like Final Fantasy 16 looks amazing. I think like that's going to be the game that I think whichever one comes first, like a Final Fantasy 16 or like an Uncharted sequel or something, that'll be the game that gets me to buy a PlayStation. If they haven't redesigned it already, because I'm on the wagon now that's I'm not going to buy a PlayStation 5 until it's smaller and can fit in a normal sized entertainment system.
Right.
But Final Fantasy 16 looks good. I think the Xbox showcase had a lot of interesting games that, some of them I was high on and now I'm a bit lower, but some of them I was low on and now a bit higher. I think the fact that they finally gave us a roadmap for Xbox content was great. I think that everything they showed you can play in the next 12 months. And then they also put that cool infographic up with games that they didn't show was great. That's what I was excited for Xbox mostly, was like, oh gosh, finally they gave us a roadmap of games that we can play. Because we haven't had a first party. Well, Xbox hasn't had a first party release since Halo, right? That's been the big criticism. And Starfield and Redfall were supposed to, Redfall was supposed to be out already.
Which is weird. Redfall is weird because when they presented it at last year's E3, and this may just be me, I didn't get no other info after that. I didn't see anything about that game.
There wasn't anything unless you dug for it or looked at or believed in rumors or whatever, right? It still looks weird to me. I still don't really understand what kind of game it's trying to be. Is it trying to be a Left 4 Dead game? Is it trying to be a Destiny style game? Is it trying to be a, somewhere in between? When I first saw screenshots, I thought it was going to be The Division with vampires, a third person kind of immersive shooter, which I should have known better because it's Arcane and I don't know. I just wasn't thinking, I guess, but it's that game looks interesting. It's a little bit more horror-y than I thought it was going to be, and I don't like that, but also that I get it. But I think the vampire element looks cool. The thing that had me really interested on the Xbox stage this year was obviously the Persona games were announced. That was a big deal. Forza Motorsport looks incredible.
That looks really good.
That game looks incredible.
The shot where it's just the water running, the mountain and the road is on the side. I literally just want a picture for that for my desktop. It looks so good. I'm like, ooh.
Yeah.
That was pretty nice.
I'm like, this is detailed. Now, and I understand it was just I kind of felt like it was more about the 4K resolution and the ray tracing, the features and stuff. It wasn't so much about the racing and the cars and what that game could do. They'll probably do a bigger breakdown for that later on. But I think they were just showing off what is included in this game for features on how you're going to get it as a presentation on the game. Because it looks beautiful. It really does.
Yeah.
I mean, it actually looks like what all race car games should look like. When I saw that, I especially love that change of time and seasons and all. I was blown away by that. I really was.
And I think it comes down to, for me personally,
the road too, right?
Yes.
It's supposed. Okay, yeah.
Kind of almost like Gran Turismo 7, 8, or whatever that new Gran Turismo is. I now could tell the difference in style and presentation from Forza Horizon and Forza Motorsport. Forza Horizon, it looks beautiful in action, but it still has that cartoony, arcadey style feel. And Forza Motorsport, I think because it's so detailed, it's so really realistic, it looks prettier. It really shows that this is the serious game. This is for people who just want to have fun. And I love that. I really love that.
Yeah. And so I mean, they showed off a couple other games too. I mean, we already talked about Overwatch and Diablo IV. I think, that new Minecraft game we didn't really talk about, but it seems like Minecraft is just really just squeezing blood from that stone, man. They're just trying to get every last ounce of whatever it is out of there, right? And which is fine. Look, if you haven't bought Minecraft already, you're not buying Minecraft, right? It's one of those things. So it's sold like 200 million units. It's incredibly popular. But I thought the Xbox showcase was pretty decent. I would have liked to seen more. Like, I want to see what Indiana Jones looks like. I want to see Wolfenstein 3. I want to see whatever it is working on. But
I was hoping for that too, Indiana Jones.
Mm-hmm.
I was hoping to see some of that, but
yeah. I mean, I don't think we're going to see that until Starfield is out, because Todd Howard is the executive producer on that game as well. And I'm sure he wants to get that out before he starts really digging into Indiana Jones. But yeah, the Xbox showcase was good. I think Jeff Keighley's thing was okay. Like he did what he could with what he had. Like I said, it's one of those years where games just are being delayed and they'll come out next year. And I'm hoping that Nintendo's Direct, to the point we were making the other weekend, like with all these games getting delayed and pushed and, not heavy hitters coming out this year, right? Like, this is Nintendo's year to shine. If they can find one more huge title to put out in October, which I still think it's either going to be Wind Waker or the Metroid Prime remake, which they haven't showed yet, right? Like, those are my two kind of October predictions. If they can get one more game out this year, their lineup is better than anybody else's, bar none. I mean, it already is, but I think they can solidify that with a release like that. So yeah, I mean, I'm excited for a Nintendo Direct. It's got to be soon, right? Their fiscal call, we already talked about, is the morning of the 29th in Japan, which is the 28th here.
28th.
Their fiscal year ends on the 30th, so they want to get these announcements out before before their fiscal quarter ends, so they can show what kind of cool numbers they can try to reach the next half a year, So I don't know. I totally expect a Direct. They obviously never announce it until the day or two before. I thought it was going to be tomorrow, was my original thought, because they always go on the Tuesday after Xbox.
Yeah,
but with
I was thinking Wednesday.
Yeah, with that ETH, and who knows? Tomorrow they can announce it. We're recording this on Monday. They can announce it for Wednesday or Thursday, and we're just totally wrong here. Which, look, we're going to have to just do a Boss Rush Extra or a Direct recap show about it. That's fine. We can do that. We've done it before.
Yep. Oh, trust me, because LaMont, when me and Corey was talking about like Square Enix and stuff, and the stuff that Corey was saying, like the following day it happened. And it's just like, oh, great. Just wonderful.
Look, I can't just manifest greatness, okay? It's a earned quality. Know what I'm saying?
Well, I think for a lot of people, definitely with the Summer Game Fest with Jeff Keighley's thing, it was mostly just like, why is there so many? Some people was calling it shooty games, but there was so much games taking place in space, and people were just like, I think that's the thing that happened with the Summer Game Fest itself, was just like there wasn't enough diversity in gameplay or graphics or anything. Everything just felt like we gotta go hard, we gotta blow demons, and we gotta do all of this, and it was just like, this is not exciting or anything. No. I think and it's just like, you literally felt numb to it.
Yeah, I think the biggest thing shown at Keighley's thing was obviously Callisto Protocol. I think. I know a lot of people are excited for that because of Dead Space and everything.
Yes,
but like, to that point though, everything kind of looked. There's a lot of horror game there for some reason. Like, I don't know. I just wasn't into a lot of the games, but I know people are, so. I
mean, like, Shredder's Revenge kind of stole it.
Yeah, I mean, the Casey Jones announcement was pretty.
Yeah. After that, I was pretty much done. I was just. John, I didn't need anything else.
Lamont's like, stream off. I'm done. That was it.
Yeah.
No wonder why E3 was canceled. They just made one announcement. It just that would have been a waste of millions of dollars.
Yeah. And like even Kojima being at Xbox saying that he's working on a game with Microsoft, it was just like, oh, that's cool.
That's a big deal, though. That's a huge deal for Xbox. Like, I know, like, we might not care about Kojima and we make fun of him with Jeff Keighley and everything, but like, Xbox getting a Kojima exclusive is a humongous deal, and obviously they've been growing in Japan, which is a huge deal, right? They outsold PlayStation for the first time in 9 years because of the Series S, you know, and I like Xbox's trajectory. I think they're doing some cool things. I hope that they continue to do cool things. But yeah, I mean, the shows recently have been pretty good, and I hope that they continue to be great.
Yeah. I watched the Wholesome Direct Saturday. Shout out to Kim Chi and her crew. And it was so good. And I think I put on my own Twitter page that it was like the #1 conference right now. With Sony following under, Microsoft being 3, and then the Summer Game Fest being 4. Because the Wholesome Direct, you know, besides the music, which was bomb big, I love the music that they played. They had a lot of diversity in their games. And I know it's a lot of casual games, and it's something that people wouldn't like go for. But man, like the last game, Melatonin, just had a bomb soundtrack. It's like, yeah, it has this rhythm stuff, but it's that's like kind of like chill hop meets dance vibe, and it looks so good. And of course, these games, you know, pretty much all of you can wish list on Steam, but know that they're coming to other platforms, and a lot of the stuff is coming to Switch. I looked at it and was just like, you guys got over 50 plus some games, and that's amazing, you know. And you know, we got to see Coffee Talk episode 2 a little bit more, and they also that was real cool. The creator of the Coffee Talk series, who passed away this year, they dedicated the show to him at the end.
Mm-hmm.
So like that was really nice. Little Bear Chef. It's a little bear. You just move him around, and he's cutting up food, and you gotta serve it. And they got a part where food is cooking in the oven, and he just comes up and look. Mm-hmm. And it's so cliche and everything. And Lumberjack, that a shadow release that's on Switch. They really had a lot of like cool just art styles and casual games, and it was just really nice to see what they were all doing. They also showed Ooblets. There's a game called Snufkin. They got a game called Solitaire where you're playing solitary with your soul. It's so just, it was really nice just to sit back and watch it. And of course, you know, they are selling shirts and stuff for this thing called Galaxy Fund, and it's to help creators, like indie creators, you know, binary, queer, people of color. Like that money helps them get more team members and help them develop more games. And if you like buy a shirt, some of the proceeds go to goes into the funds to go be distributed out to them. So I got my 2 shirts already. So it was really nice that they did that. Capcom was okay. And I think it's because the problem with them, they didn't show any new games.
No.
You know, everything that we seen of it, we already knew. So there was like there was updates and stuff. And I think the biggest one though was Monster Hunter Rise, Sunbreak. To let you guys know, the gunner himself, LaRon Dawkins. He has the edit. He has a piece up there on Boss Rush Network, or bossrush.net. You guys go check it out. He breaks everything down. Really great job. Like, they got a lot of stuff coming to Sunbreak. I'm super excited for that. I didn't watch the digital, Devolver Digital. I didn't get to see that. I still need to watch it. I did enjoy Microsoft. I think I got worried though for a bit because it was just like, where is Hellblade? Where is Contraband? Where's Perfect Dark? Where's Fable? Like, where are all of these games that you showed in the past?
Yeah,
and I understand. Oh, go ahead.
Oh, I was gonna say, I think Contraband was like the big one. Everybody was like, "Well, we thought this was going to be your fall game, so where is it?" You know, and
yeah,
I mean, I was like that too, and I have to admit, like, I was a little worried in the middle of it, but also like they did clarify that it was the games that you would see in the next 12 months. I did think that Forza was going to be their fall game and Contraband were going to be their 2 fall games this year after Starfield got delayed. And turns out, they really don't. Again, they really don't have anything for this fall. But it's okay. I think, like I said, Xbox is on a good roll. I think all the companies are on great paths to succeed, and I'm really excited to see more. I just want more. Show me more, everybody.
Yeah, I think.
Show me the bacon.
I think besides the updates, like, because I'm sorry, Brad, I'm looking at my phone because I got the list. A Plague Tale Requiem, everybody's looking forward to that. Mm-hmm. And I'll probably end up getting that on Series X and on Switch.
You're gonna buy the cloud version on Switch?
It is, right? It is cloud. I might have
these cloud versions, man. Just
Halo is free for those who have Flight Simulator. They got their 40th anniversary, which they're bringing like old timey airplanes on November 22nd. Elder Scrolls Online High Island is coming on June 21st. Fallout 76 got an update with the Pit.
Are you naming everything, Ed?
Nope, just the Microsoft stuff. Forza Horizon 5 update with Hot Wheels. That's kind of the stuff that Microsoft has going for itself for the show and everything. For their first party stuff. So I think it's just a lot of updates that they're doing. And like I said, Game Pass and everything. Game Pass. The way that I'm feeling about this summer Game Fest, it's good. I'm not like, besides the Hosen Direct that like really wowed me, I'm just not like, oh man, this is so better than E3, and I'm just not wowed by that. I think I'm able to pick and choose because it's just like, to me, the leading games, discounting the wholesome games, is Stray for PlayStation, Shredder's Revenge, and then it's just like, probably if I look at Microsoft stuff, shoot, it's probably a Plague Tale Requiem. Like, and The Last of Us Remastered doesn't do nothing for me because I already own that game 2 times, or remake, I should say.
I can't. That whole reveal was so shocking. Like, not that it's been rumored forever, but like, I had to look like at some of the screenshots that released afterwards, like, because I wasn't paying attention because I don't care about The Last of Us. I know, blasphemy, but like, I had to look at some of those screenshots they released afterwards of the comparison of the PS4 version and the PS5 version, and it, like, you really had to look to see which one was which. And I was
able to tell the difference.
I mean, there was differences, but like at first glance, you had to like you couldn't, if you were just glancing at it, they looked the same. You had to really like look to see the differences. Now, granted, that's a testament to like how good the original game looks, and like how, like, I don't want to say it's not a lot of work to replace the character models, but like, you know, that the fact that you can't tell really in screenshots unless you're looking, like, it's a testament to the game. But also, like, if it's a testament to the game, why are you remaking it in the first place? You know, I don't know. I'm not trying to give The Last of Us a hard time. I know a lot of people love that game, but
I noticed on PS5 version that you were talking about there earlier, Joel, he looks older on the PS5 version than he does on. It's like, I don't know. Maybe it's the lighting for me.
I know they're supposedly using the character models from the flashbacks in The Last of Us Part 2.
Yeah.
So, I mean, he's gonna look different, I guess. Maybe they'll tweak it a little bit before the game comes out. I don't know. I didn't play The Last of Us Part 2, so I don't know. That's just what I have been listening to podcasts and stuff, them saying that if they're not the character models from there, they are pulling inspiration from those character models.
I will say Metal Hellsinger. I kind of like that one. First person shooter with heavy metal. You know, and it's a rhythm game. Neon White, which is also dropping on with Shredder's Revenge. I'm holding off to that one to the following week because of Shredder's Revenge. But I'm still going to pick that one up. The Cuphead DLC, okay. I don't know, something about it I wasn't impressed by.
But I feel like it's been too long.
Yeah.
I mean, not that like people aren't excited for more Cuphead. I get it, but like, that game came out in what, 2017?
Yeah,
it's been 5 years for the DLC. Like, I get that like what they're doing takes a long time, right? Mm-hmm. But like, I just feel like the excitement came and went, and you know, this is just going to be, maybe not. Maybe people are excited. Maybe I'm just on the wrong side of the conversation. I don't know anymore.
No, it seemed like the reaction was more lively about the reveal of the DLC than the recent reactions. It's like, oh, okay, it's just more of Cuphead. Okay, well, you know.
Everybody knows how I feel about the Callisto Project. That's the day one purchase, you know. But that Call of Duty Modern Warfare 2 gameplay, even though it was long, did nothing for me. I'm going to get it because I want to like play the campaign, but I wasn't impressed or anything. So now for Nintendo missing E3, I don't think they miss it. I think we just miss having that direct right after a couple of days after Xbox, because people are just like, everybody feel like that direct is going to save this presentation, and who knows? Maybe it will, maybe it won't. But you know, I think Nintendo, once E3 comes back, I think Nintendo's going to be like, okay, we're back in the game with E3 because you guys are organized. We know that we could show you our stuff and then treehouse it afterwards.
So, because Nintendo stole the show in E3 last year with Sparks of Hope.
Shoot. I think. Sorry. People keep cutting out. It's raining here. I'm sorry. I keep talking over everybody. I'm really sorry.
No, it's fine.
I think Nintendo still thinks that E3 is important to some extent. You know, I mean, obviously they kind of said E3 is not important because we're doing our Nintendo Directs and look how well they're doing. We don't need these guys. But also, like, Treehouse has always been like a big part of E3, and I think that having it's like they're having their cake and eating it too, in a sense, and they're getting away with it. Treehouse is always a big part of E3. I think that they know that. I think that they want to keep it that way, that they just want to have a presence everywhere, you know, and I hope that they do go. If E3 comes back, then Nintendo is a part of it because they've been so influential. What, you know, I mean, they've been influential in helping it grow, but they've also been influential in destroying it, and to an extent.
That is true.
But I hope they kind of look at it and say, hey, we need to be there. It's important. Fans are counting on us. Everybody's counting on us, and we just need to be there.
Yes. What about you, LaMont?
Yeah, I'm pretty much with you guys on that one. Definitely.
Okay. Well, we're gonna get to our last portion of this doc mode.
Oh, geez, there's more.
No, just the last one. I want to ask you guys, what 3 games you gonna be picking up for Switch from this list?
Which list? What list? Did you give me a
all
list?
All the games that were shown that have a Switch version to it.
Did you provide me with a list, Ed?
I mean, I can tell you games that I haven't heard on the list.
Okay.
I'm looking forward to Live Alive. I'm getting that on day one.
Oh, Live Alive?
Or is it Live Alive? Live Alive? I don't know.
Live Alive.
Yeah, Live Alive. Yeah.
Nobody knows.
Yeah, I'm definitely getting that. Let me see. Of course, Shredder's Revenge. I mean, come on. What else?
And one more.
I want to get the Cuphead DLC. I am going to get that.
Okay, that's good. What about you, Corey?
I think for me, I think Diablo looks really cool. You know, it definitely has my eye. You know, not that I'm like a big Diablo person or anything, but like I just think what they showed and the way they described it and kind of what they're doing with it is really interesting. So that's definitely something I'm going to be looking at. Obviously Ninja Turtles already pre-ordered it like 4,000 times. That's one. And then I guess, you know, what else did they show? I mean, I'll try out, you know, Overwatch 2. It's hard because not a lot of these games that we just talked about don't really have Switch versions, and I'm not dying to play Cuphead. You know, that game's just way too hard, and I just don't care. It's an interesting concept. I think it's great what they're doing. Mm-hmm. It's just I can't play it. I'm too just bad at video games. So yeah, I mean, I guess that. I mean, Marvel Midnight Suns was also shown off. We didn't really talk about that. They showed off the Spider-Man characters. I don't like the
anything really. I
don't like.
They show
what?
Did they show like actual gameplay out there? Just reveal or just still that trend?
There's gameplay out there, but
Mm-hmm.
they did not show it at this event.
Okay,
they made you go look for it, which is also not a great look, but.
Yeah,
I'm gonna let it slide. This time, not that I have any control over what happens to it anyway, but you know, I don't like the card stuff, but I don't know. It has a real Marvel Ultimate Alliance vibe to it for me, where like I want to like it so much and I want to play it so much, but like. There's just like these one or two different things that really bother me and are preventing me from playing it. So, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm gonna try that too. Sorry, I keep cutting you off.
Go ahead. No, go ahead.
Gotham Knights. I'm gonna try that simply because I'm a huge Batman fan and. The Arkham series will be forever my favorite superhero game. Well, Spider-Man actually, but yeah, the Arkham series, even though it's not tied together.
Yeah,
I still don't believe Batman is dead, but that's just my opinion.
I don't think he's dead either. I think they're all lying to us.
Of course. For me, for Switch, like I said, Melatonin. I'm going to be picking up. Lumberjack is out now. I need to get it for Switch. And that's also coming to Xbox to June 14th. So by the time you guys see this, it will also be out. And then, like, my last one is Coffee Talk episode 2, because Coffee Talk is really good. For it. Anything outside of that, definitely Stray, like I mentioned, Seasons. I can't wait for that. And then it's just like the stuff that I mentioned for Xbox that I'm gonna be playing and everything. So that's pretty much everybody gonna be it for Doc Mode. It's time for Play with Power. Corey, what have you been playing with Power?
Oh gosh. I mean, honestly, really not a whole lot. I've been working on all this Boss Rush redesign stuff, and it's really been taking up a lot of my time. I've been playing a lot of Assassin's Creed Odyssey still. It's kind of like my comfort game at this point, where I'm just kind of going through each island or each area and just clearing it out and doing all the side stuff. And I'm trying to do the Cult of Cosmos stuff right now, but I'm trying to find my next Switch game, and like every time I boot one up, I'm like, I'm not feeling this right now. Oh, I don't want to really do this right now, or it's too late to start something new. So I'm just like, I'll try something new tomorrow, and then I'll forget about it, and then all that stuff, all the good stuff that comes with being a busy working dad who also runs a podcast network and who is also trying to redesign everything all the time because I'm a terrible human. That's where we're at. So, yeah, I mean, Assassin's Creed, obviously, new season of Destiny, I'm still playing reluctantly, even though I'm not enjoying the new season really at all. I wish I was, I really do. But the season of the Haunted is just not catching me. The new dungeon is fun, though. I do admit that. The new dungeon is cool. The whole bell mechanic where you switch between realms is an interesting idea and an interesting concept. But other than that, I'm not really playing anything.
Okay. What about you, LaMont? What are you playing with Power?
Let me see. As I mentioned before, I'm playing the demo of Fire Emblem Three Hopes. Playing. I went retro when I went to my Nintendo 3DS and just looking at my old games, and I was playing. You remember Mighty Final Fight?
Yes.
Yeah, I was playing that. I just beat it the other day.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, that's a funny game. Let me see what else. I'm still playing. I could never pronounce this name to save my life, but I just purchased it. I think you finished it, Ed. We got it at the same time. Is it EIY? Oh my God! I'm sorry. I can't even pronounce the name of this game.
Oh, Eiyuden Chronicles.
Thank you. Jeez.
Yeah, that game.
Yeah. Chronicles. Yeah. I'm still playing that. Yeah. That's a pretty cool game. But yeah, that's pretty much it for now. I just got Strikers the other day, and
go fix that.
I mean, not Strikers. Battle League Strikers, and I haven't played it yet because I know I'm going to be kind of disappointed with the lack of content. I'm going to try it out and wait for the DLC, which I hope you do a cast on this soon, because I don't understand why games are coming up incomplete. I feel like I'm going to be one of those old grandpas that are going to begin the children to come around, and I tell them stories about how games would come out complete, and have my pipe with me blowing out bubbles, and I can feel it coming. I really can. Because even my niece, like, I mean, she's a huge gamer. She was asking me about this. Like, yeah, games used to come out complete. I mean, there was no DLC back then. I mean, if there was, it was just something extra. I mean, I don't know. I'm rambling, and yeah. But anyway, that's what I've been playing with Power.
Are you doing a Corey? Feeling tired?
Yeah. I mean, yeah, dude, I start rambling when I'm like exhausted, which is it's coming up quick. So,
well, for me, Shadow the Tomb Raider, I'm playing on Series X. I've been mostly doing. I beat it before. I've been doing most of the main story. Because I'm doing New Game Plus, so I'm getting through that game. I'm about to install Rise. I kind of did it backwards. I went Shadow, but I'm going to Rise, and then I'm going to the first Tomb Raider.
Why did you do it backwards?
You know what? I think I did it backwards because Shadow the Tomb Raider was closer to me, and so I just installed it on my Xbox.
Oh, so you're lazy.
Pretty much, yes. Pretty much. You have knocked it out the park. But I've been playing like Bayonetta 1 because I never beat it. So I'm going through that game. Playing Just Chasing Beats, trying to beat this boss. And I downloaded Resident Evil 5 because I was hoping that Corey picked up the copy on Switch and me and him could play together.
Wait, what now? What?
Resident Evil 5.
Maybe.
Because it was on sale for like what, $3 or $4 or something like that.
It's
like
$9.99.
Oh.
So maybe.
Because I think you went and got it. I don't know. I was just like, you know what? That'd be fun for us to just go through that game, like put it on easy, of course, and just like literally running as a tag team. And then when we get super powerful and everything, if you want to rerun it or on a harder level, you can.
Yeah.
But you'll probably just end up like deleting it off your system, knowing you. And that good old Tetris effect is so.
Look, I gotta make room for Ninja Turtles. Okay, I can't be playing these halfway not okay Resident Evil games. Okay, I gotta make room for real art here, Ed. Ninja Turtles.
The level of shade.
Yes.
The level of shade. The level of shade is mid tier. It's not top tier. It's mid tier.
It's fine. You can go play Resident Evil 5 while LaMont and I play Ninja Turtles on Friday. That's fine. You know.
I have my Ninja Turtles ready to go. In fact, it's outside of YouTube. It's like the next thing in line on my Switch. It's like YouTube, Shredder's Revenge. We're like, yep, that's pretty much it. So, but everybody. That's going to be it for the Nintendo Pow Block. Thank you, LaMont, for joining us. Where can people find you?
Thank you very much for having me. You can see my articles on Boss Rush Games. And check out our Discord.
Yes, and if they want to follow you, where can they follow you at?
You can follow me with... sorry. You can check me out at R Reed on Twitter and also on Boss Rush Games.
All right. Nice. Corey, where can we find you?
You can find me at I am Corey HD on Twitter and Instagram. You can also find me on the Boss Rush podcast, on Standard Definition, on Expansion Pass, wow, I almost said Standard Definition twice. After Dark, Tower Casuals, all these things that we do. Crossroads sometimes. You know, I'm around. I'm not busy.
Wow. You guys can find me on Twitter at that Retro and on Instagram. You can also check me out on Expansion Pass. And sometimes other podcasts when I can make it, if they allow me to come on and guest. And also you can find me on Discord there too. Check out Optional Opinion on SoundCloud and World War One Podcast on Podbean.com. I'm sometimes there also. But then everybody, have a great week. Have a great weekend. We will be doing our Pride panel on June 18th. Got some special guests joining me. We're going to have a great discussion. And yeah, I think that's going to be it. And enjoy the Summer Game Fest. Hopefully you guys love all the games that came out, that you found something that suits you and that you're looking forward to. And yeah, go get you some chicken or something. I don't know. With that, right, we'll see you next time on this. Exactly. We'll see you next time on this. Exactly. We'll see you next time on the Nintendo Pow Block. Bye, everybody. Woo-hoo.
Bye, everybody.